Them boys be sliding, so we riding and we ready to go. 100,000 watts full throttle, baby, ready to blow. We passing Coca out to Jupiter, we got your attention. You can tune in anywhere, but listen at your discretion. To the legend, Mr. Hot, make it stop from each other deuce. My brother got his own hot burger at Tucker Deuce. Now I rush more of these sports, spitting the truth. It's Channing Crowder, greatest Dolphins, who got 52. Solana one, best of Miami, the voice of FIU. We reppin' to Miami, the Heat and the Panthers too. We reppin' for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We reppin' for the Crips, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a Pell on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song, can't do him wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. You spit the facts while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show on a Wednesday. Welcome to the show. So what an uneventful NFL trade deadline day yesterday for Dolphins fans. I know happened, live while we were on the program, but it was boring. Nothing really happened. I saw Mike McDaniel said today at his media availability that there was nothing compelling to make them make a move. So the line for Sunday has settled in at Dolphins 9-point home underdogs. And this is going to be until changes are made or whatever, this is the roster and this is what they're going to be doing. I'm actually checking to see if it's still 9 for Sunday, which isn't enough for me, by the way.
No, not at all.
I don't know what would be. I think
14 and a half.
Yeah, 14 I'd start to think 14 and a half. I'd start to think about it. But man, I am it's 9. Settled in at 9.
And actually thinking about it, I thought about this. I think Mike McDaniel has to prove something. The offense got to rolling last week, so the offense can play well. Defensively, going against Josh Allen, that Buffalo offense that can go, and you lost one of your pass rushers, and your secondary's beat up, and your secondary wasn't good healthy. I think an over might be something good, but a win is out of the picture.
I don't know. I like all the things you just mentioned. I could do it the other way.
Well, I think he's saying the over is coming mostly from Buffalo, but also an offense that Mike McDaniel can get super cutesy because what the hell's the difference now?
And he had, everybody knows it's his offense. So he's on the hot seat. My GM just got fired. I need to put some damn points on this board.
You want to know what the over-under is? You guys know?
It's 92. I don't know. They F me every time I do something like this.
It's 50. See, I thought it was going to be like 44. That's what in my head. 50. See, 50's, that's a lot.
It's a lot of points. They do it to me every time. But
Buffalo's defense stinks. I mean, they held the Chiefs to 21 points, which is impressive. But overall, that defense stinks, and they made no trades in terms of what people thought they were going to be super active at the deadline because Josh Allen's window maximized it. They didn't really bring in anybody at the deadline.
But Solana, that Buffalo front four gave the Chiefs hell, and the Chiefs have a decent old line. And Patrick Mahomes got hit more times in that game, I think, than he has in the last 3 years in a game. Quarterback pressures. Tua doesn't move enough, I don't think.
Let's see what we got here. And then this uneventful trade deadline day yesterday culminated with the Panthers losing in Anaheim. Do you know the Panthers have the fewest points of any team in the Eastern Conference?
Yeah.
I was looking at the standings. Hey, they literally have the fewest points of any team in the Eastern Conference.
That's not good.
No. I mean, it's very early on. They're, like a point behind the third, it's early on, but they're losing games that they would win in the past. And this is I almost thought last season was going to play out this way, where it was just so much hockey and so much action that you start sluggish. They never really did last season. They are this season, but they're also dealing with massive injuries.
Yeah, but Bob started yesterday. You give up 7 goals. Come on.
The end goals came at the end, because wasn't it 3-2 in the third period? Didn't it end Or wasn't it 2-2 going in the third period? I know they ended up 7-3, right?
No, it was 4-3 going into the final period, and then Anaheim scored 3 unanswered in the third, but still like 4 goals in the first 2 periods. I heard Tobin saying I didn't get to watch the entire game, but I heard Tobin saying most of the goals early on were just like rebounds, and they just were able to tap them in off Bob's saves. But I mean, he gave up 7 goals, Hoch. You gave up 7 goals,
right? But I mean, if 2 of those were empty netters, they gave up 5 goals. So that's all I'm saying. I don't know if they were empty netters because I think I was asleep by the time the game ended. I think I was asleep. I feel like I watched the entire game, but I think I was asleep.
Asia and myself went to breakfast this morning in Santa Monica. Guess what I saw on the way to Santa Monica? An Anaheim sign.
I thought maybe you saw the almonds. I thought maybe you saw the cherry Slurpee almonds.
I said, look at these warlocks that knew I was close to Anaheim.
Look at how close you are to Canada. That is crazy.
They have signs this far south.
Hey, Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Zach Gelb is going to join us today. Jim Larinaga is going to join us today. We have another pair of Heat Cavs tickets to give away today. So right before we were going on the air, I don't know if you remember when we went to Tucker Duke's to get the Hochman burgers, me and you and Aronde and Twan Russell and Appel and the Ticket Wizard. Were you there, Jimmy?
Yes, I was there.
All right. I saw that look on your face. That's right. That's right. You got a plain burger. That's why, admittedly, that's why I forgot. You got a plain burger. He was like, I was saying names, and he was like, his eyes kept getting bigger.
We got a microwave burger.
That's the day he met Journey, isn't it?
So Journey is one of the waitresses. One of the other servers there / chefs, her name is Crystal. I don't know if you remember Crystal Crowder. She came out, she took pictures with everybody. Yeah. Crystal is super nice. I got a text from Crystal today. I don't ever hear from Crystal. I got a text from Crystal today, and she said, would you do me a huge favor? Could you share this for me? And her family is from Jamaica. She's Jamaican. Her dad is still in Jamaica. She had not heard from her dad since the hurricane hit. And she finally heard from him yesterday. What she had texted me a GoFundMe. And what she texted me when I was asking, oh, that's your family, that's the home, your dad. She said, I heard from him for the first time yesterday since the storm. For just a moment, he had to get to another town to get to a Starlink connection. But to hear him say he lost everything made my heart cry. But on the bright side, he still has life. And I said, okay, we're going to rally some support for you today. And she said, that would mean so much. It means everything. So I'm setting the table here. I'm going to tweet out this GoFundMe from Crystal. Crystal is, again, one of the nicest ladies. If you go to Tucker Duke's in Deerfield Beach, yes. Crystal is always smiling. She, I believe, cooks the Hochman burgers because I know the first time I had gone there, she actually made it for me. So Crystal is super nice, but she's Jamaican and her family needs help. And they're not asking for a ton on the GoFundMe. I think it was like $700 is all they were looking for, I think. I'll share it, but
yeah, share it, brother. I got it.
So I'm going to put it on Twitter, and I'm hoping the listeners, and I'll remind everybody throughout the show that maybe we can do something nice because she is going to go to Jamaica in a few days, and she'd like to have some money and some supplies to bring her dad and her family there. So they reside in Castle Mountain, Westmoreland, Jamaica. So obviously the island and certain parts of it just were completely devastated by Hurricane Melissa. And so you'll see on the GoFundMe. But I'm going to, during the commercial break, if you'll remind me, Jimmy or Solana, I want to see if we can rally the troops and help out Crystal, who is so good to us every time we're at Tucker Duke's. Let's get headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
So the Dolphins do fill up the 53-man roster spot that Jalen Phillips is no longer using. He's on another team. They went out and they poached Andre Carter II. He's an outside linebacker from Detroit's practice squad today. So the Dolphins didn't really make any trades after JP, but that's a trade. That's an acquisition.
A signing.
A signing. If you're looking
something.
for one.
I don't know, it's a game changer, but it's a signing.
Is his dad the old Andre Carter? Because he was a good defensive end.
I think it is.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a couple just quick notes. I know we don't want to harp on this too much because we spent some time on it yesterday. The Dolphins were expecting a haul of picks for Jalen Waddle. They didn't get it. But according to Jeremy Fowler, several teams, including the Steelers, the Giants, and we knew about the Broncos yesterday, tried to trade for Jalen Waddle or at least expressed interest. And, it just didn't work out. Dolphins were asking for too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Crowder says when he's going to buy a car. And they go, well, how much do you want to pay for this? And he goes, I want to pay $5. Yep. They go, oh, yeah, what are you willing to give us for Waddle? Oh, I'm willing to give you a 6. Mm-hmm. And they go, well, we're looking for 1. And they go, I'm going to check with another team.
Then you say a 4. Then they say a 3. Then you negotiate it out, man. Rebuild.
But if you're only fixated on a 1, you don't really have many places to go.
Yes.
6, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1.
Hey, I hate this negotiation.
Yeah, at some point they're just going to beat it.
By the way, Tobin texts me, no empty netter, 7 clean on Bobby, 5 unanswered after the 3-2 lead.
Sorry, I was trying to support Bobrovsky, Tobin. I'm sorry you hate the guy and want to see him run out of town.
Oh, goodness.
Tobin won't even be donating to Crystal, I bet. No, I actually meant thank you for the update, Tobin, because I didn't see the end of the game and I didn't know.
It is funny that we started the show off with a Panthers hockey discussion after none of us watched the game.
Well, all I did was see the point total, and I was like, that doesn't strike me as good news if you're a Panthers fan.
Well, something I did watch.
But Tobin, if you're listening, one of the other things I was trying to rally support, because, Tobin does the Game Day Uncensored show with Solana, and when the Dolphins are in Spain, they kick off at 9:30 a.m., Well, this Game Day Uncensored show is supposed to be 4 hours, and they're taking the lazy way out. They're going to start at 7 a.m., the pregame show.
Oh, what is that?
And I am of firm belief that Tobin, I'm sure he expects the best out of Bobrovsky. He's ready to throw him right under the bus for 7 goals. What's fair is fair. I don't want to see Tobin mailing it in either. And so for my money that morning, I'd like to hear Game Day Uncensored start at 5:30.
I'm on Solana, 16 games, 4 hours. I used to have the contract.
No, I think it's a great plan. Tobin should start at 5:30, and I'll meet him at 7:30. I think it's a great plan. Genuinely, I do. Yeah. Oh, you want to bring up your contract with Game Day Uncensored? Because I produced the last couple of years of that. I remember my charger's not working, Solana. Where can I get a charger?
That was a good gig. That was the Kawhi Leonard affinity gig, or whatever whatever that tree planting company was.
I'm begging Dono to hop on with K-Rod for 2 hours while Crowder finds a charger.
Yeah, you know why Odyssey went bankrupt? Pregame contract.
I was in Vegas. It's far walk to get a charger in Vegas. And there's roulette tables everywhere. How can I walk fast? 11 hit 3 times. I'm going to walk right past that table.
So, you know what I did watch yesterday? It's these Bulls. Because Hoch has us all betting Giddey double-doubles. And Josh Giddey got a triple-double yesterday. We talked about maybe betting that. Maybe the play Hoch here is Giddey double-doubles and Big Vucevic double-doubles as well, parlaying that. But this Matas Buzelis, you got to stop, burn the sweater. He's trash.
No,
it cost us a parlay yesterday.
They had a 24-point comeback against the 6-1 Sixers. It was a remarkable game. And Buzelis was not trash. He just wasn't doing. I don't know what got into Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey is in the MVP conversation. He is averaging a double-double. He's 1 assist away from averaging a triple-triple.
Yep. A
Triple-double.
triple.
Triple.
Goodness
Have
gracious.
you ever seen someone average a triple-triple?
Boy,
Almost mathematically impossible.
That's your McDonald's order? A triple.
I was thinking of Crowder out in L.A. I was thinking about going to In-N-Out for a triple-triple.
This man is going crazy.
It's ridiculous what he's doing. And he's like, I always say, it's like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Jefferson. And my son was pointing out yesterday, like, Kobe White is the guy who's really going to run the offense when he gets out there, but I don't know if I would take the ball out of Giddy's hands.
Not if he's averaging a triple-double.
Like, do you change it up?
No.
I mean,
hell no. It's like the thing with was it Jacoby Brissett? He just won.
I was going to ask Larinaga, like, you're only 7 games into the season. Kobe White's a really good ball player, and you have a concept for what the offense is going to look like, but Josh Giddey is going mad. Do you change that up? I don't know.
It's the same question you're having here with Tyler Hero, is
Right.
it not? Hey, Tyler Hero's coming back from injury, but the Heat are playing this free-flowing style of offense. Is it going to work? What do you change?
Like, if the ball has to be in his hands, then it's not going to be in everyone. Like, it's a really interesting question. Obviously, the Bulls, the Heat, they can't keep up the pace, I don't think, for an entire season. But at the beginning, when they're back and when they're healthy, do you immediately change it up because that was the original plan, or do you just kind of ride with what's working?
Man, ride the horse until it gets tired.
Kind of how I feel.
Well,
Josh Giddey, by the way, last night for the Bulls, had his 2nd consecutive triple-double. He had one the previous game. He's the first Chicago Bull to do that since Michael Jordan.
I'm about to say I could have guessed that one.
Pretty good company.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's a crazy stat.
Pretty good company. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Josh Giddey being named in the same conversation as Michael Jordan in Chicago when they're 6-1.
I'm starting to think that my ranking of all-time Chicago Bulls goes Giddey, Derrick Rose, MJ, Charles Oakley.
Is that list that impressive? Because who else tells boring-ass stories? They could be on a Jordan list.
Unbelievable. I will not relitigate what happens to be the greatest segment of television since the Sopranos finale.
My Aunt Judy can paint a born storyboard. Her and MJ, man, they're the best.
Did MJ do a segment last night? I truthfully didn't watch much of that NBC coverage.
I cannot stop watching the Bulls broadcasts on their regional sports network because Stacey King, it's Wayne Randazzo play-by-play, but Stacey King is the best analyst aside from John Crotty in the association.
Mm-hmm. No, it's great. You sent me a couple videos last night. And
because first of all,
insane.
you know, I used to watch Stacey King when I used to go to Bulls games as a kid. Stacey King was on the Bulls. He's got my sensibilities in my age group. So he does it's the big one, Elizabeth. I'm coming, Elizabeth. I mean, that's Sanford and Son. It's such a great line. I don't know if it resonates with the younger viewers, but yeah, he is in his bag. It reminds me of our show because Wayne Randazzo's this white guy. And so then they do a sponsorship in the middle of the game from State Farm or Nationwide. And Wayne Randazzo's supposed to say it. And Stacey King always cuts him up and says, no. Nationwide is on your side. He's like, you've got no soul, Wayne. How long have we been working together? You've got no soul. I got to get this out of you by the time we're done working together. Like and then I saw on his Twitter, someone's like, because he's really amazing. Like his analysis on the game, like he knows what's about to happen. There was a mismatch yesterday with Vooch, someone small on the set, and he's like, Vooch has to start going right at boom. Vooch is going right at that guy. And someone tweeted at Stacey King, they're like, why are you not on the bench next to Billy Donovan? And he goes, because I love my night job. And he does. He just loves broadcasting the game.
Yeah, hell with that coaching.
Hell with that coaching, man.
So the Heat tonight, they play in Denver. They have not beaten the Denver Nuggets, I think, in our lifetime.
They're 9.5-point underdogs tonight in Denver.
You want to guess what Nikola Jokic, who's averaging a triple-double, remember he started 4 straight triple-doubles.
Let me know when he's averaging a triple-triple.
If somebody could get there, it's him.
He's plus 100 to get a triple-double tonight.
That's crazy. Because even last night, I didn't bet the Giddey double-double because it was minus 175. Giddey triple-double was like plus 350.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's insane. Like triple-doubles should be plus 800.
Yeah.
Plus 1,000. Unless you're Russell Westbrook the one season. You know what I mean? To be even money to get a triple-double is ridiculous.
Triple-doubles are becoming 60-yard field goals. It is what it is.
I guess so.
Bam, triple-double, plus 3,000.
Right. I mean, that's a normal triple-double number.
Yeah. Are they going to put Khalil Ware on Big Boy? Because that's going to be ugly.
Well, we didn't even talk about it yesterday, but you guys know Spo didn't start Khalil Ware the other night.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He went Norm and Pella Larson
Right.
in the starting lineup and didn't start Khalil Ware.
What do they need to see out of him? I don't get it, Solana. I keep saying he hates him, but there has to be more to it.
Every now and then you have to flex a little. That's it. With any of your relationships, you got to flex a little every now and then. Spo flexed on Khalil
No,
Ware.
but what Spo's doing isn't wrong, man. You're 7 feet and you get pushed around by guys who are half your size and smaller than you. And when you're that size, you have to impose your will against people, and he constantly is getting pushed around. They're just sick of him. Like, they have a short leash because they're sick of him going out there and not playing the brand of basketball that the Heat pride themselves in, which is like the toughest competitors. And
Right.
he's consistently getting pushed around by guys who are smaller than him.
But
And his
Solana,
plus minus is terrible when he's out there.
when you bring up size, don't say size, say height. He's built like the wiggly arm man at sales
car
at
dealer.
The car dealership, man.
Right.
car
Well, I'm
dealer.
not saying he's got to
thin
be
as a
Shaq.
rail.
I'm not saying he's got to be Shaq. I'm just saying you're out there. You should be dominating the glass. You're 7 feet. Your wingspan is 8. Go dominate the glass. And he doesn't. He doesn't dominate the glass. So I still think he should start, by the way. But I do think like there's part of it
You
that's true.
think whatever Spo thinks. I've done this show long enough with you. Whatever Spo thinks is what you think.
No, I think he should start. I think they should. They have to
Solana,
make it work. I
If
swear.
he doesn't start again for next 2 games, do you still think he should start?
Yeah, I do. I think he should start.
So you take issue with Spo's coaching decisions early in the season.
Right now, I don't like what Spo's doing.
You're
with
taking
Khalil
issue
Ware
with his coaching decision.
because we need to know. Hey, it's Khalil Ware. Is this Khalil Ware Bam thing going to work? Because if not, ship him to Memphis and bring me John Morant.
Wow. Solana, host of Preheat,
Mm-hmm.
is demanding they trade Khalil Ware.
Yep.
This is shocking news. If Barry Jackson is listening, this is shocking news. All right, anything else? Because Zach Gelb is going to join us. And I really do. I'm going to tweet out this link to the GoFundMe for Crystal from Tucker Dukes for her family in Jamaica. Mark Hochman on Twitter.
Triple on OnlyFans. Your weather is sponsored by Chillzone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems.
Knew I had heard of it somewhere.
Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. It's a cloudy day in El Portal. Hey, there's a cold front coming to Miami
Next week, man.
Next week, it's supposed to get cold, like in
30s.
the 40s, 30s,
yeah,
40s.
Crazy
What?
cold. Crazy cold next week.
Don't let your animals outside. That kind of cold?
Right. Like cold, like cover the plants cold.
Like double briefs cold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They got to take this property tax down if that's coming.
All right, Zach Gelb is going to join us in the next segment. We have Heat tickets to give away today. I'm going to send out the GoFundMe link for our friend Crystal. Hopefully, you can find it in your heart to support it. It's gonna be as Crowder talks about QC Kinetics. I am going to tweet it out.
Listen, do not let that chronic pain impact the quality of your life. I know people out there have arthritis, they have tendon pain, they have joint pain. Did you know that your own body can treat that pain without the need of drugs or surgery? It is called regenerative medicine, and QC Kinetics is the largest, fastest growing regenerative medicine group in the entire country. Doctors will give you scripts. Surgeons go to school for a decade to do surgeries. They want to do surgeries. You have another option, and it is regenerative medicine. South Florida's QC Kinetics are waiting to help you get rid of that chronic pain. No drugs, no surgery. So check them out. I checked them out when I broke my heels. I got the PRP shots. I got the healing lasers, 2 treatments. First one, limped in, walked out. Second treatment, I was 100% again. basketball with Ava, working out with Lil Chan, playing with the baby Chaz. I'm telling you, it works. You have to call QC Kinetics today. Don't replace it, regenerate it. 844-777-3436. That's 844-777-3436. Tell them that I sent you down there, and you receive a free consultation and $500 off your first treatment. There is a brand new office on Southeast 17th Street in Fort Lauderdale. It is expanding because it works. You have to get to QC Kinetics today. And for Veterans Day, QC Kinetics is giving back to the heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their treatment. And for non-veterans who start their care, QC Kinetics will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. It's a great time to book that free consultation, help out the heroes and yourself. Call QC Kinetics today. Don't replace it. Regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's 844-777-3436.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Khalil?
All right. Zach Gelb is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. And before we talk football, I always remind you the best place to get geared up with Canes or Dolphins merch this season is Caneswear in Davie or online at caneswear.com. Zach Gelb can be heard nationally afternoons on the Infinity Sports Network. And he joins us from the WFAN studios in New York City. And Gelby, we had a bit of an underwhelming NFL trade deadline day for the Dolphins yesterday. After they fired Chris Grier, I was expecting a significant sell-off by 4 p.m. yesterday. And the only player they ended up moving was Jalen Phillips a couple days earlier to Philly. And I understand if there were no offers, there's no offers. But were you surprised that a team like the Dolphins, who kind of, I thought, telegraphed, hey, we're going to make some changes, we're going to get rid of the general manager, and we need someone to be in charge of that. Are you surprised that they didn't have a big sell-off yesterday?
Yes and no. Oh, there's a lot of echo right there. There we go. We're good. All righty. Yes and no. When they got rid of Chris Grier, I said it's either, well, we all knew that it was time for him to go. But in terms of why now, it's either they didn't want him to make those decisions or he wasn't comfortable in getting rid of a lot of those guys and making those decisions to trade off the assets without knowing what his job security was at. I did anticipate they would make more moves. I thought for sure Chubb would be gone. Phillips obviously gets traded. In terms of Waddle and Achane, I didn't know what to expect because those guys are still good young players. And unless if you would have got blown away with an offer, which you weren't getting for Devon Achane just because of the position, it would be more for Waddle. Unless if you were getting a Sauce Gardner type of offer, which the Colts given up 2 first-round picks, which was an overpay, I did not anticipate that Waddle would end up getting dealt.
Crowder, you're muted.
Solana actually was saying that too, where Waddle is a young, good receiver. Like, what would a guy like that go for, do you think? Because they're not getting a 1 for Waddle. But would it be like a 2? Like, because they were saying 1-1-1, we need a 1 for Waddle, and I think that was crazy of the Dolphins to approach it that way.
I agree with the Dolphins. If they weren't getting a 1 for Jalen Waddle, then I wouldn't have traded him. Like you're going to have Tua on this roster next year. Tua's going to be the starting quarterback, you would think, next year, bare minimum, just because of the way the contract is structured. So what are we going to do? Just throw Tua out there for the last year with nothing around him, and then whenever the next guy takes over, they won't have a guy like Jalen Waddle? I think Jalen Waddle's an asset. I think he has potential to be a number 1 wide receiver in this league.
That's what I was going to ask you, Gel, but regarding Tua, because we're all just kind of exploring how the Dolphins can get out of his contract. And then there's this conversation about keeping Mike McDaniel. What's the point right now when you're trying to lose games? But clearly the Dolphins didn't sell off all their players. They want to win. If Tua, what does he have to do to maybe garner some interest around the league to where they would trade for him? Obviously, the Dolphins would have to cover most of his money next season, but it would be a win-win, I think, if another team can get him at a discount and the Dolphins can get part of his contract off their books while looking ahead towards the future. Would there be any interest? Like, what does he have to do?
I understand that people are desperate to get quarterbacks, and there's a lot of dumb coordinators in this league that don't actually see what is happening in a situation. They go, I could fix that guy. With how public and how nationally the injuries have played out with Tua, I think it's going to be very tough. Even if he has a solid second half of the season, which I don't anticipate, I think it's going to be very tough because of how much money he's owed. Even if you do jump through some financial hula hoops and you kind of tie up the loose ends, I still believe it's going to be virtually impossible to trade Tua Tagovailoa.
Is that the same thing? We kind of had this yesterday when we found out Zion Williamson. I'll get back to football, but I was just thinking, like, Zion, to me, there's still so much potential there, but he's out again with a hamstring injury. Would anybody take a flyer on Zion for any kind of price? Like, or would it have to be bargain basement?
I guess he would be easier to trade than Tua. But
he's been less durable than Tua,
sure,
to be quite honest. Tua's given you 1 full season.
Mm-hmm.
Or has he given you more than 1? I mean, he wasn't the starter
this year,
right? And this year,
yeah.
But back to what I was saying, you also have to see who else is available. Like, don't get me wrong, Tua's been a better quarterback than Kyler Murray. And both of those guys have contracts. But if I am a general manager, who do I think is easier to fix right now? I think it's easier to fix Kyler Murray than Tua. And Kyler Murray hasn't always been healthy, but it's just where the injuries have occurred and the coverage of it, I think is totally different. So that's another thing working against the Dolphins is that Kyler is going to, who already got benched, he is going to be available. And I know he's hurt right now in the offseason. And I think there's a team more likely to go trade. Like if you're the Raiders, let's just say, are you more likely to trade for Tua or Kyler Murray? I think they'd be more likely to trade for Kyler.
Wow. I think that would be a mistake, but I understand what you're saying. That probably would be the prevailing notion.
Well, let's be real. It's kind of like when you're a kid, would you rather have the asparagus or the broccoli?
Right,
Ma, I want the effing donut. Yeah. Shut up.
There's no winners in that hypothetical. What do you make?
Unless if you said avocado toast. If Mom said avocado toast, even though I'm allergic to avocado, I know Hoch would be slobbering.
No one's allergic to avocado. That's impossible.
It's
Nobody's.
impossible.
What are you? Who's
guacamole? Can't have guacamole because of avocado.
You like?
You're allergic?
You swell up?
Like my stomach gets very tight, and how can I clean this up on the radio?
So
it's either coming out one or two places. That's what I'll say to you, boys.
You don't have a tolerance.
No, like I get sick. That and mushrooms, I get sick.
You can't
avocado
say you're
intolerance.
allergic. No, you can't say you're allergic to something if all it does is just give you the squirt.
Right. I don't think.
No. That's not what happens. Like I end up on the floor in like the fetal position,
I don't believe you.
I am. It's what. Okay, invite me over to your house, make me mushrooms and avocado, and your beautiful fiance is gonna have to clean up along with you my throw up and my diarrhea.
It says it is possible to have an allergy to avocado. Avocado allergy is a rare but serious condition that can cause a variety of symptoms, including oral reactions, itching, swelling, burning in the mouth, throat, or tongue, gastrointestinal reactions.
I'm not making this up.
Vomiting, diarrhea, or abdominal pain.
And here's the thing. I used to love when I was a kid, like chips and guac. I used to love, like if my dad made cheesesteaks, put mushrooms on the cheesesteaks. And then for some reason, when I was in high school, those foods just didn't start to agree with me. And my mom is the same way. They don't agree with her either, and my sister. So I do think that it runs in the family.
Tighten up, Gelb. I mean, it's enough. You're.
And by the way, if Len Weiner is listening right now, my dear friend, I may need to get out of the city, and I may need a job on 560 WQAM 104.3 FM.
I was going to say, if you
want to get run out of the city.
If you want a job on the AM, I think you can have it. I don't know if they're paying. If you want to be on the FM.
What is that, Radio Libre?
No, it's still 560. We just it's kind of just there. Although I saw someone at the gas station today recognize me, and he's like, "I still listen on the AM." I was like, "Good for you."
So it's on both the AM and the FM.
Something about the crackle of the AM. I love that. You're in New York. What did you make, and what are New Yorkers making of what the Jets did yesterday? They punted on everything. Kind of had the fire sale that I thought the Dolphins were going to have.
I thought you were going to talk about the election there for a second. I was like, all right, I'm going to just close out the chat real quickly. So I think everyone was shocked on Sauce Gardner. People thought there was a good chance Quinnen Williams was going to get traded. The fact that the Jets got 2 first-round picks for Sauce, who I've been saying this for a year and a half. Sauce Gardner is a good player, a fine player. He is not this great player that you saw the first 2 seasons. The last year and a half, he has been vastly overrated. Like I remember in New York 2 years ago, I said, Pat Surtain is better than Sauce Gardner. Everyone looked at me and said I was crazy. And now they look at me and they say that I was absolutely right. So the Jets getting 2 first-round picks for Sauce is good. For Quinnen Williams, they're totally in a rebuild. He's a good player. So they get a first and a second. They now have 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. So you could sit here and say, okay, the Jets, which they've been rebuilding my entire life, and like, all right, it's a good job by Darren Muji because this team just absolutely stunk. They got something for their resources, and now they could fully invest in a rebuild. But ultimately, they got a hit on 4 of these 5 first-round picks. And I'll give you one mulligan, but the one mulligan it can't be is on the quarterback, and that's the interesting part to me. If they take a quarterback this year, it's either going to be Dante Moore, Ty Simpson, Fernando Mendoza. None of those names we think are highly coveted names. So do they take a quarterback this year or do they wait for next year? But what did everyone tell us a year ago? oh, wait for that 2026 NFL draft class. The quarterbacks are going to be unbelievable. And right now they don't look like they're going to be unbelievable. So it's a crapshoot in the quarterback drafting business. But when Muji makes the pick, he has to get it right, because if he doesn't, then that will be the death of him in New York.
And Gelby, on the other side of that trade, though, so like you say, Sauce Gardner, I still think he's a very extremely good corner, a Hall of Fame ability. I'll put it that way. He has all the tools in his toolbox. And then Quentin Williams. Did the Cowboys or the Colts get better with their additions? Because you obviously trade thinking that you're right on the edge of something.
Yeah, so the Colts are in better position for this year. And I look at that and I say, okay, that means they really believe in Daniel Jones as long as he doesn't get hurt. That's why they give up the next year first-round pick, and Daniel Jones is going to be back. The question is he back on a franchise tag, or is it one of those Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold 3-year deals for $100 million? I think Quentin Williams is the better of the two players between him and Sauce Gardner, in my opinion. And if you're the Cowboys, if you factor it in with the trade for Micah Parsons, let me be clear, I'd still rather have Micah than the players I'm about to mention. But now they have Kenny Clark, they have Quentin Williams, and then another first-round pick that they got back from the Micah Parsons trade. So if they hit on that first round pick, and this is the thing for the Cowboys, their offense is good enough. I know it hasn't been great the last 2 weeks, but Dak's, regardless of what Draymond Green's about to say, calling him a bum, which I don't get. But Dak Prescott's a good quarterback. CeeDee Lamb's a great wide receiver. George Pickens, he'll be back. They'll find a way to get the deal done. They have enough on offense. Now it's how do you make a garbage defense just be serviceable? If the Cowboys in this offseason can get their defense to be serviceable, then they can make the postseason next year. So I still would have kept Micah Parsons, but I think between the two, I'd rather have Quinnen over Sauce, but you're going to see more of the return on Sauce in bigger leverage spots because of the fact the Colts will be in the playoffs and the Cowboys won't be.
Gelby, we're going to be out of time here, so I'm just going to ask you for your prediction on Sunday, because I'm fascinated by this Dolphins-Bills game. Because the Dolphins, they had one good game this season against Atlanta. They had another win against the Jets. But I don't understand how you can somehow muster up something against Buffalo when the GM's been fired. I mean, the team, the front office has said, we've given up on the season. Everyone was for sale. They got rid of Jalen Phillips. They didn't sell off anyone else, but everyone was for sale. Mike McDaniel seems like dead man walking. It's a disaster. How can the Dolphins stick with Buffalo? Dolphins are 9-point home dogs on Sunday. Would you take that 9?
I would lay the 9 with the Buffalo Bills because, like what you said, it was close the first time. They already had the rah-rah effort up against the Buffalo Bills. It seems like as long as the Bills have a pulse, even if it isn't pretty, they should be able to beat this team by 10 points. And if it was McDaniel that got fired, maybe there's an interim boost. With Chris Greer, the general manager, being out, I don't think there's an interim boost. The only way that this game is close is if Josh Allen just becomes a turnover machine and that offensive line gets abused by the Dolphins. But once again, the Dolphins just traded Jalen Phillips, so it's kind of tough for me to see this Dolphins defense really doing much damage up against the Buffalo Bills.
Zach Gelb from the WFAN studios in New York. We will talk to you next Wednesday. See you, Gelby.
No Heat Nuggets talk? Come on, Solana.
9.5-point dogs tonight, the Heat. They have a tough time in Denver.
I would have spent 30 minutes on the Heat versus Nuggets, Gelb. You know that.
Play Peppers! Play Peppers!
Probably not tonight. Probably no
I'm sending my resume to Florida now. I could be on the move, all right?
Len.Weiner at Odyssey.com. All right, see you, Gelby.
Later, guys.
There you go. Zach Gelb. Everyone's invited to this party. It doesn't matter who you are. Sign your name up because you're on the list for Hard Rock Bet's season-long celebration. Sign up today. Bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bet. So you got a winning bet and a boosted bankroll. That's how you get the party started. This is interesting. I mentioned it before. Nothing's worse than a bet ruined by an injury. On Hard Rock Bet, that's over. They are introducing injury insurance, now available for your pro football player props. If your player goes down in the first half and doesn't return, you'll get your bet back as a bonus bet. So try it out today on Hard Rock Bet. We're in the final stretch of college football season. Every game, every rivalry, every upset matters. Don't just watch the chaos on Saturdays. Bet on it. And maybe you're more into the hardwood than the gridiron. The NBA is in full swing. College hoops has tipped off as well. Hard Rock Bet puts the entire basketball season in the palm of your hand, from tip-off to buzzer beaters and everything in between, like Josh Giddey triple-doubles, Josh Giddey double-doubles, Nikola Jokic triple-doubles, even money tonight. Check into the game, shoot your shot on Hard Rock Bet today. Refer your friends to the Hard Rock Bet app. You'll both score a bonus bet up to $50. It's up to $50 for you and up to $50 for them. Bet together, win together on Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Got a horse running at Saratoga? Give me anything. You got a lottery ticket? You got some numbers? What do you got? All right. I don't forget. I have this. I don't have it, but we're supporting our friend Crystal's fundraiser for her dad, whose home was wrecked in Jamaica. Crystal works at Tucker Dukes, and we talk about Tucker Dukes Lunchbox on this show for years. They've been a partner of mine, an advertising partner of mine for years, Tucker Dukes, and Crystal has been there for a long time. She's Jamaican, and she is going to Jamaica to see her dad, and she finally talked to him yesterday, since the first time since the hurricane hit. And like I said, he lives, or their home is in Castle Mountain, Westmoreland, Jamaica, and it's pretty well wrecked. And so we're trying to help out Crystal. She put up a GoFundMe. So I tweeted it on my Twitter account. So it's at Mark Hochman on Twitter. If you're on the YouTube channel watching us, I put it in the live chat as well. So if you want to help out Crystal, she's trying to raise $700. They're at $155 right now, and they were at $60 when I first mentioned it. So if you can find it in your heart to help out, that would be great. Jim Larinaga is going to join us this hour. We'll talk some hoops with him. 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored is brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions in 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. Dolphins game Sunday. Your broadcast team on CBS 4 is Andrew Catalan, Jason McCourty, and Charles Davis. That will be maybe their fourth Dolphins game that they've done.
Fourth, I believe, this season. That's the 8 team, though. So well done, Dolphins.
Well, it's actually their number 4 team.
Oh.
No, it's comfortability with the team.
No, it's the 4th best game on CBS in the early window. I mean, if you really narrow it down, that's the
so 4th best game in the NFL, you're saying?
No, 4th
Yeah,
best game in the AFC in the early window. So I happen to like Andrew Catalan. I think he's really good at it. And I think Jason McCourty and Charles Davis are very good on the Dolphins broadcast. So I'm excited for that. You'll get Game Day Uncensored Sunday beginning at 9 a.m. with Tobin and Solana and Omar Kelly and Chris Perkins. So listen, you got to play the game.
That's
Just
not
walk away. You got that's not a selling point. I don't sound like I'm hyping up the game there. Hey, you got to play them. I don't know what else to do.
They're gonna be out there. They kicking the ball off. Come
Gotta
on, man.
play the game. Canes game, by the way, on Saturday is on ESPN. That's going to be Bob Wischusen and Louis Riddick. Louis Riddick might be your next Dolphins general manager.
He wants the job.
He wants it.
He wants it.
I can't say no, but there's no who criticizes the general manager. You know, like who knows the next and upcoming top 3 general managers in the world? Nobody knows that.
Well, Louis Riddick has been, I think, pretty public about wanting the gig. So, all right, let's do headlines here for the 3 o'clock hour. We'll talk with Jim Larinaga, and before you know it, it'll be time for some Heat action tonight. And then finally, after this one, Solana, you get back on regular time. You don't have to worry about Mountain Time and West Time. I mean, you've had some late nights here at the studio with Tommy Tig.
I have.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
All right. Headlines are brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVolkswagen.com.
Nothing like back-to-back at home, 8 p.m. start time Friday, Saturday to just get you right back into the swing of things.
When you can spend Friday and Saturday with Tommy Tig.
Is that a new day?
From midnight to 2 a.m., you're doing something right.
I love Friday days and May, June 4th.
Well, I'm a big fan of September.
We all had days.
None of us can speak.
Friday day is pretty bad. You guys are being nice right now. I mean, that might be coming from somebody who said February. I mean, that's bad.
Yeah.
You guys are being very nice.
No, Friday day.
Appreciate that.
Friday day.
You're talking about the Heat, Hawk, and we've all seen these conversations regarding John Morant. What's next for John Morant? Well, signed Kendrick Perkins up as Heat should trade for Ja Morant because he said there's only one option, the direction he needs. He needs that Eric Spoelstra, Miami Heat, Pat Riley type culture around him.
Well, I thought about that when he did the whole Jimmy Butler thing. I've lost my joy and whatever. I thought that was funny. I'm not certain that plays well with Riley because he doesn't want to be now in that game again, the find your joy game, even on the receiving side. But I do think there's something there. Riley covets Wales. Ja Morant, while not the Ja Morant that we remembered rookie year, the second season, is still, I would say, technically a whale. Although I think Solana, you were arguing he's not even top 10 player.
I just think his stock has fallen.
Sure.
We were talking about him potentially as the next face of the league at one point. I don't know if he was the favorite to be the next face of the league, but he was in the conversation.
Would you want him here?
Hell yeah. I'm with Solana. He's not a top 10 player right now. He has top 10 talent for sure. But I think it's a great thing for the Heat. I think I disagree with you. I think the Heat culture where like Zion's lazy. He's just lazy and likes to eat. Like you don't get that out of a person. Ja loves basketball. He's in shape. He's stupid athletic. I think he's immature. And I think that Heat culture that, the guys getting around having a Bam, having a Norm, having that culture around Ja Morant, I think that would help Ja take him to that level of top 10 player.
You'd rather have Ja over Zion?
A million times out of a million.
Ja over Zion?
I think it's a conversation to be had.
I think it's a conversation to be had. I think it's a conversation to be had.
Are you talking about on the basketball court or a food eating competition?
No, I'm talking about on the basketball court.
Oh, you talking about what? July 5th, whatever? The Nathan hot dog?
July 5th, yeah, July 5th. No, but Mike's Pizza Challenge down in Southwest Miami-Dade. Zion or Ja, I would have to really think about it.
Ja has had numerous off-court issues. Zion, none. Well,
he had
right. I dated the wrong lady.
I love how you minimize things you want to minimize.
Haven't we all dated a wrong lady once in a while?
But the Heat culture couldn't fix Dion Waiters because Dion Waiters didn't have the ability like a Ja. You bring Ja down here and put the damn hoof on him, have him living across the street from the damn Kaseya Center, having Spo and Riley and Bam in his ear every day, bro. I think that would be beautiful for both sides.
There is another level to this, which is the analyst the Heat brought in, the consultant the Heat brought in to work with Eric Spoelstra. He's not officially on their coaching staff, but he's somebody who is a big part of why they're playing the style offensively that they are. Mm-hmm. He was actually on the Grizzlies coaching staff last season with their former head coach. Remember, they fired their head coach with like 8 games left in the season. And it's reportedly because they were running this type of offense that he was impacting and that they wanted to run. And Ja Morant hated it. And Ja essentially pulled out his you-know-what and said, get these guys out of here. So now there's kind of this conflict of interest, which is some Heat fans are saying, go trade for Ja Morant. He's a superstar. But the Heat are running the offense that he wanted nothing to do with the season ago. Meanwhile, one of the assistant coaches is hanging around Eric Spoelstra and the Heat coaching staff, helping them run this offense.
That seems like it'll go well.
You bring Zion to the Kaseya Center. You know what's right across the street? Toro.
Why do you think you can knock the whatever out of Ja Morant, but Zion Williamson, who likes a good meal, who doesn't, can't be fixed by Riley and Zoe and Spo and whoever else is around there? I find this questionable.
It's easier to fix emotions than addictions. Ja's upset. Ja's in his feelings. You can fix upsetting your feelings.
Yeah.
Somebody that's addicted. You're addicted to beef.
Like they fixed Jimmy Butler's feelings and emotions.
Jimmy Butler's an old butt wipe. Jimmy Butler's going to be an old butt wipe to the day he dies.
Well, Ja Morant seems to be pacing at that. He's literally using the terminology Jimmy used. I've lost my joy for the game.
And Crowder's also really focusing on one thing with John Morant and leaving out a lot more baggage that John Morant carries. I mean, this dude was suspended for 6 months of a season because of guns. And then after being suspended, he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to film myself pretending like I have a gun.
Immaturity. He's in the car showing out for the gram. That's immaturity. You could get immature out of you. You can't.
Guns are immaturity. Guns.
He wasn't robbing people. He was waving a gun for the gram. That's what these kids do. I just used the phrase for the gram twice.
Well,
in the
Zion's taking pictures of food for the gram. Everyone does that. He's not eating all of it.
Then he eats his phone because there's food inside, he thinks.
All right, what else do we got? I think we solved a lot of the Heat's problems right there. Not that they even have it.
Heat in 5, by the way, with or without John Morant.
All right. You know what? Get them both.
Trade both?
Bam.
Get them both.
Bam would have a heart attack. Coach, nah.
So I'm very upset about what the MLS has decided to do this morning. I don't know if any of you saw this, but Inter Miami is going to play Nashville Game 3, win or go home. The winner moves on to the second round. The loser is ousted from the MLS playoffs in the first round. Same spot Inter Miami was in a season ago at home. And they have suspended my guy, Luis Suarez, for Game 3 against Nashville on Sunday for a play that he wasn't penalized for. Not shown a yellow or a red card in the game the other day, but the MLS went back, replayed the incident, and has now handed down a 1-game suspension in a essentially Game 7 of the playoffs.
That guy's got behavioral problems as well.
He does.
He would probably benefit from a sit down with Spo and Zoe and Riley.
He's way past that, man. I promise, he's way past that. But it is insane. If you go watch the play, hey, definitely kick the dude. But to suspend him for a Game 7, I mean, we're talking about one of the biggest stars in the league. Imagine suspending one of the biggest stars in the league for something that he wasn't penalized for on the floor or on the pitch or on the court 5 days later before a win-or-go-home match. It's absurd what the MLS is doing here.
I got to watch the play because...
All right. I'll send it to you.
Didn't he spit on someone recently too?
He bit a guy.
Well, he bit a guy a couple years ago in the World Cup.
But he spit on someone recently.
That was his third biting incident. He did serve a multi-game suspension for spitting on a Seattle staff member in the League's Cup final.
And again, that kind of stuff happens.
Oh, Solana. He cocked back and donkey kicked the man in his thigh. What are you talking about?
He didn't cock back. That's ridiculous.
Solana, I'm watching it right now.
He didn't cock back.
He cocks back and donkey kicks the man straight in the thigh.
Well, if you're going to describe it that way, of course he's going to get suspended.
It's 5 days. Is the problem with that story? It took 5 days to do it. But Solana, you watch that film and say, "Oh, that's a soccer play there."
That's not worth a 1-game suspension. It's not. He should have been carded on the field. I would have been down with that, and you move on. That's not worth a 1-game suspension. It's just not. He got tripped up, retaliated, and he stuck his cleat in the dude's groin. Like, no big deal. I mean, come on, that happens.
Solana, that's a stick your cleat. That's a donkey kick to the crotch, Solana.
Whatever, man.
No,
stupid.
I don't know what to do. I'm still reeling over the Panthers' point total.
Man, then he smiles and then he puts up like a finger gun and shoots at something. Dude, Solana, you're defending this? This is crazy.
I'm not defending his actions. He's a repeat offender and he's a dummy. And it's hard to defend the guy, even though he's one of my favorite athletes of all time. But to suspend one of the biggest stars in your league for that, Crowder, you would agree is ridiculous. It's preposterous. Genuinely, it is. To suspend him for a Game 7?
It is ridiculous and preposterous.
I've been watching a lot of Stephen A. Smith.
got some big words under your belt today, huh, Solana?
Hey, so Fox signs Drew Brees to a multi-year deal. They have locked up Tom Brady, Greg Olsen, and now Drew Brees. He's going to partner with Adam Amin. but that probably means Mark Sanchez hit the bricks.
Well, understandable.
You saw that coming.
I mean, I don't know. Don't get stabbed.
Don't beat up a 70-year-old man for no reason either.
Don't get stabbed in self-defense, or the guy is stabbing you in self-defense of what you're doing to him. Allegedly.
I wasn't sure how I was going to defend Luis Suarez. I'm fascinated to hear how you're going to defend Mark Sanchez.
Listen, don't do something that causes someone to stab you in self-defense. Allegedly.
All right, the Heat, they do play tonight. They're going to play the Denver Nuggets. If they win today, they finish this road trip 2-2. How about Kasparis Yakuchonis, the Heat's first-round pick, who is yet to make his season debut? He's questionable for tonight's game, so could make his debut tonight.
Oh, all right.
That's at 9 p.m. Listen to all the action here. Panthers lost yesterday in Anaheim. They gave up 7 goals. They'll continue their West Coast trip in the coming days. Your weather in South Florida, partly cloudy right now. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. That's sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable Root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
I see on the fundraiser that Crystal, our friend Crystal, is having for her father in Jamaica. There's now $470 raised. It was $40, I think, when we started, or $60. And I think Channing Crowder donated $200 while we were doing that segment. So if you can check it out on Twitter, on my Twitter, Solana retweeted it as well. I put it on the chat, somewhere in this chat thread on YouTube. If you can donate to this GoFundMe for a friend of ours' father whose house was wrecked in Jamaica. She's going there in a couple of days, and she's only trying to raise $700 for like some needed things, and we're at 470 now, so that would be great.
I would imagine it's not just a house, but like resources in general in those areas.
Yeah, they can't get like
anywhere.
It's why she only spoke to her father for the first time yesterday, because he had to get to a town that had Starlink.
You can imagine like just getting basic resources is impossible with the way that the conditions of the roads, it's unimaginable.
Up to $510 right now. So look at that. The listeners coming through. We appreciate it.
Listen, we go to Jamaica bi-yearly for Christmas, and you're going between town to town and have no cell phone service. And it's beautiful with no hurricanes. I can't fathom what it is right now after Hurricane Melissa hit.
Have you climbed Dunn River Falls?
Multiple times.
Yes.
Try it with a 9-year-old on your back holding a 5-year-old in the front. Try that.
Try it with your 70-year-old mother, which is what I did. And then that had to be just as well, may she rest in peace. But it had nothing to do with Dunn River Falls.
Did she smoke a heater at Dunn River Falls?
No, she was done smoking for years before then.
Man.
That's a treat, though.
What about the cheap dad that refused to buy himself those water shoes so he thinks he's tough enough to go up barefooted? Yeah, that was me.
It's weird how difficult that Dunn River Falls is, because they don't make it seem like it's that difficult. They're like, oh, everybody, you walk up the waterfall, we'll have a guide for you, whatever. All of a sudden, I'm like teetering on falling down the falls on jagged, sharp rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, come on, red stripe at the end. And I'm like, well, I don't think I'm going to make it.
Hey, Hawk, at the front gate before you pay that $100. Hey, man, it's a tough walk. Your feet are going to bleed.
Right. I hit the brick.
You'll never pay the $100. They want that money,
hook me onto something or something. I don't know. Isn't there a rope there? I mean, what are we doing here? Sliding off this thing. All right, Jim Laradega is going to join us in the next segment. Cheetah Pompano, great spot to watch a game, a fight on the weekend. They got HD TVs throughout the club, VIP areas, 4 stages of entertainment, and the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. Today, very special day at Cheetah Pompano and Cheetah Palm Beach. Today, they celebrate the Marine Corps' 250th birthday. They will have the traditional cake cutting ceremony at 6 p.m. tonight. So today, Cheetah Pompano, Cheetah Palm Beach, they pay tribute to the men and women who have served and still serve our country. Of course, you know, Cheetah Pompano has an amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. Happy hour specials till 6. UFC 322 is Saturday, November 15th. You can make plans to watch that at Cheetah Pompano Beach. And, of course, football season, what's better than football, girls, and beer? Every Sunday and Monday nights, enjoy hundreds of beautiful exotic referee and cheerleader adult entertainers at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Watch all the games live while you enjoy the coldest beer in town. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Text threads are meant for pictures of Jimmy's hot dog. Wow, Jimmy, Berlin. That's a great call. You never play Berlin. I love their music. All right, Jim Larinaga is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. And don't forget, we've got Heat tickets to give away before 6 o'clock as well. Heat and Cavs at the Kaseya Center on Monday. Jim Larinaga, former head coach for the UM men's basketball team. He joins us on Wednesdays, talk little hoops. Canes opened the season Monday with a win over Jacksonville, and they host Bethune-Cookman tomorrow night at the Watsco Center. Do you feel out of sorts, Coach, with college basketball season underway? I think you were at the Watsco Center on Monday. Do you feel out of sorts this time of year where, hey, I'm sitting here on a radio station. I should be putting a game plan together or something like, or are you the happiest you've been in a long time?
Well, I was out of sorts a few minutes ago when you complaining about a 70-year-old mother, your own mother.
My
Are you
mother,
kidding me?
may she rest in peace. But we went on a family trip. It was me, my wife, my son. We went to Jamaica, and my mother was with us. And it was like, oh, climb Dunn's River Fall. It's Dunn's River, people are putting on the chat. Climb Dunn's River Fall. They make it sound so easy. The whole time, the way he probably was chasing the 9-year-old, I'm just standing behind my mother. I'm like, she's going to fall down these falls. Nobody seems to care. It was ridiculous. Oh, we got to get some good pictures out of it, though.
Good memories, too, because you're laughing today. Hey, and on the game Monday night, I thought the Miami Hurricanes looked very good, very physical, very good defensively. I think Jai Lucas and his staff have done a tremendous job for the early part of the season, getting their team ready. Although Bethune-Cookman tomorrow night, they lost in overtime on Monday to Auburn. So they must be pretty good to go on the road to an SEC
to overtime, yeah,
and lose in overtime. So hopefully the Canes will be ready to go. Game time 7 o'clock. I'll be there sitting courtside.
Do you miss it? Do you miss it? Is there something gnawing at you inside? You are a coach. Is there something gnawing at you, or have you got to that point where you're like, wow, this feels great?
No, I enjoyed watching the game without having to worry about every decision that you have to make. What I miss is my coaching staff, my assistants, and I miss the players at practice, hanging out with them, hanging around. Hey, Hoch, right now, instead of hanging around with college-age kids, I'm hanging around with the 80-year-olds. It's a little bit different. The conversations are different.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I'm enjoying it.
A little pickleball? You got into pickleball yet? That's right there.
I got a bad background. I can't play tennis, pickleball, golf, or anything. I do ride the bike. I do a little weightlifting. And tonight I'm going to be speaking. I'm going to a dinner tonight hosted by the Posse Foundation. It's a group of high school scholars. These kids are all going to go to college on academic scholarships. They're all very, very bright. I'm going to be speaking at their dinner tonight at Key Biscayne Yacht Club. So I'm looking forward to that.
And Coach, to Hawk's point about, now watching games, like you say, almost as a fan. But when I watch football and somebody motions behind number 2, I automatically in the back of my mind say, watch the crosser, even if I don't say it out loud. Are you coaching just subconsciously where you'll be like, yeah, they got to pull number 12. He's a missing.
Yeah, you can't avoid that. You're still sitting on the sideline watching the game. I watched Duke last night against Texas, and you're watching the game. And funny thing is, you have one guy shooting lights out. Isaiah Evans is shooting lights out from 3. But I've watched a lot of college basketball games where nobody's making threes. So nobody's in midseason form. You're not going to know who is really good until they get into conference play. But I do enjoy going to the Watsco Center, sitting courtside, and not have to worry if we're going to win or lose.
Well,
I shouldn't say it like that. That doesn't sound. No, I want us to win. That's all there is to it.
but if they lose, it
But if
ain't
they
on
lose,
me.
it's not on me. You can blame somebody else, but it's not on me.
Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, Crowder. Your number 3 Florida Gators are at the Watsco Center a week from this Sunday. A week from this Sunday. It's a prime time matchup. Am I right on that, Coach?
No, they're on the road. They meet in Jacksonville, I think.
No. Well,
It's a neutral site game.
There goes my idea of having a field trip with you and sitting courtside with you while we root against Crowder's Gators. You
We
sure?
can all ride up to Jacksonville together.
Yeah, you got a car big enough to hold us all? Jimmy, you coming?
I do. I'd love that. That'd be fun.
That's not a home game at the Watsco Center?
No, I don't believe so. That's a neutral site game created for TV.
I already told my wife, I said, hey, I'm not going to be home on the 15th. I'm going with Coach L and Crowder, Solana and Jimmy. We're going to go watch a Canes Gators game. Well, I'm all disappointed.
Well, the good news is the following Sunday is Boy Scout Day against Delaware State. So we can all go.
We'll put on our Boy Scout outfits. We're all probably Boy Scouts. And Jimmy, you're still a Boy Scout? Are you active?
No, I'm not active. I used to be.
That's a bummer. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Speaking of winning and losing, he said that he's not responsible for the wins or losses. Coach L put up a good Wordle score today.
Yeah, tell him, Hoch.
I got a 2 on Wordle today. 2. Coach had 4 correct letters on his second guess, but he ended up with a 3. He couldn't cash that 2 today. Very close, Coach, but you have not yet beaten me in Wordle, correct?
No, I haven't beaten you, and I'm disappointed in that, and I'm trying to figure out how you cheat, because I know you're cheating.
He's cheating, Coach. Guaranteed.
How do you do that? How do you cheat Wordle?
Cheating here. How dare you? So remember the conversation we were having last week was about the Heat. They had looked so good, and I said, can we determine anything about them yet? And you said, no. Got to wait, see how they look against some of these good West Coast teams. They lost to the Spurs. They lost to the Lakers. They beat your son's Clippers, and they've got the Nuggets tonight. So did we learn anything about the Heat?
Yeah, here's what you know. The West Coast is dynamic. I mean, those teams, OKC is undefeated right now.
Yeah.
They're playing great basketball. I think the game tonight against the Nuggets, again, will be information that Spo and his staff can use. You keep talking about the big trades they're going to make in Ja Morant, and history tends to repeat itself. So I'm with Crowder with that. I mean, I think I like where the Heat are. I hope if they make a trade, it's for someone with great character, not a character you got to worry about off the court.
I like it. Coach. No, I was going to ask Coach that culture thing. To your point about the character, could that really change a Ja Morant, who's I think's immature, or even a Zion who has an addiction to calories?
Well, in Zion's case, ask anyone. You guys know it. Ask anyone that you know that has a weight issue how difficult it is to lose the weight.
But he looks
and then
better
he's
this
constantly hurt. He doesn't. He only plays in about a third to a half of the games because he's hurt all the time. So I don't think that's a great investment in someone that you're relying on him, because the best quality you have as a player, the best ability is availability. If the coach doesn't even know whether you're going to be able to play in that game, it's hard for him to coach and use you correctly. Ja Morant, immaturity, yeah, as you get older, you get a little more mature. And obviously the Heat culture is great for helping a guy with that, but I tend to believe history repeats itself.
Hey, Coach, I don't know if you've monitored the situation going on too much. If you've monitored, Kalel Ware losing his starting spot, there's been some back and forth between him and Eric Spoelstra in terms of getting on the court. And I just wonder, like, when you're dealing with a talented young player, right? Eric Spoelstra and his coaching staff are dealing with a talented young player. They selected him in the first round, and they're seeing him play well, but not be as consistent as they've wanted him to be, and probably not be at the point in his progress where they wanted him to be already, despite it being early. Like, do you like how they're handling this, where they still have a short leash on a young guy like this? Or would you approach it a different way? I don't know, because it's just so fascinating to me. He's clearly mega talented, but man, they just get so angry with him so early, and they just have this short leash on him.
Yeah, I would never use that term, short leash. That refers to something I think is negative. I think in coaching, you're always dealing with the individual player and trying to figure out how to help him. And his personality and your personality as a coach or as a president, an owner, you're dealing with so many different kinds of personalities. And in Khalil Ware, you have a kid who's talented, but you've said it, Solana, over and over again, but he's inconsistent. So how are you going to get more consistency out of him? Is it play him more? And will that more playing time lead to more success for the Heat or less? Because if he's not producing, you got to find someone else that will produce, because the bottom line is you want to win. And I think in Khalil Ware, he's young.
What do you do when you have a plan before a season? We were talking about this because the Bulls have Kobe White coming back, but the Bulls are 6-1 looking good. The Heat are running and gunning and looking good, and they've got Tyler Hero coming back. As a coach, do you say, hey, before the season, my plan was to have the ball in Tyler Hero's hands, and I'm not going to deviate from that, even if it might throw off the early season success that we're having? Or do you just ride the hot hand, I guess?
Well, I'll give you an example, because this is pertinent to the Tyler Hero case. When Lonnie Walker was a freshman and predicted to go in the first round in the NBA draft, but he got hurt in the summer, he was behind. And I felt what was best for him, he wasn't ready to play in November or December as a starter. So we brought him along very slowly. He moved into the starting lineup in the middle of January and then became our leading scorer. This is very different because Tyler Hero has been a stud for the Heat for the last several seasons. He knows what he's supposed to do. He should be able to hit the ground running as soon as he's physically able. And I don't think you take a step back then. It's actually a good step in the right direction to have a great player enter your lineup and give you 15, 20, 25 points each and every night, because he is a consistent scorer.
And coach, a guy like Hero, or a guy that we're used to watching him, be ball dominant and create shots and all of that. For him to just jump into a system where it's a lot of passing, that fast pace, that what the Heat are doing. I don't know if you watched Bam Adebayo explain their offense, where everybody just runs this big circle and guys cut every now and again. You knew what he was saying. I didn't. But would a great player that's used to having the ball in his hands, would he struggle in one of those type offenses where he might not get the ball for a couple possessions?
Yeah, you mentioned about Ja Morant not liking that system with the Memphis Grizzlies. To me, every player should understand it's not their job to decide what offense to run or what defense to play. It's their job to play as well as they can within that system, no matter what the system is. The player needs to adjust. The coach can't adjust to every single player. He's got 12, 14, 15 different guys. You can't change your offense just based on your personnel every possession. So I like the fast pace. I think getting into the open court and scoring before the other team's defense is set, because I think right now it is very, very hard to score when the other team is back 5-on-5 and you have to execute a play. At the NBA level, as talented as those guys, they're much better prepared to score in the open court. And I think Tyler Hero will be very, very comfortable playing in that style.
It's why it's genius by Spo, coach. I don't know, how much Heat basketball you've watched over the past couple of years, but their half court offense it made me sad at times watching it. I asked you last year, coach, it might have been in the playoffs when you came on. What do you need to see to put Jokic, the Joker, out in Denver, since the Heat are playing them tonight, in the conversation already of the top 3, top 5 centers of all time? And I told you, I think he's already up there based on style of play and accolades with Kareem, with Shaq, with Wilt, with Bill Russell. Like, I genuinely believe he's up there already. And you told me let's pump the brakes a little bit. Do you change your mind already watching what he's been doing at the start of the season? Like, what does he have to do? Because, I mean, he's averaging a triple-double again.
Who are you talking about, Solana?
Jokic, the Joker.
No, I didn't say that about Jokic last year. I said that about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA, I said we need to give him a little more time. If he wins the championship, and now, I mean, the guy is scoring. He's scored over 20 points like for forever.
Right.
Jokic has been one of the best players in the world since I'll say year 2 in the NBA.
Right.
He is the man. I don't think there's a better basketball player. I don't care what position. He's got the combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Hakeem Olajuwon. His skills, his basketball IQ. No, he's one of the greatest of all time. I never said we got to wait on that guy. You know already how many MVPs has he won?
3, I think. But I'm talking about putting him in the conversation with like
Kareem,
Shaq.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay. Maybe I remembered incorrectly, but I remember saying that last year during the show, and I thought there was some pushback from you, but maybe not. Maybe I remembered incorrectly.
Well, maybe I remember incorrectly because the moment I think of Kareem, I'm like, oh God, he was the best ever. No one could guard the guy. He was so good from the time I first saw him play in high school when he had 19 points in the first quarter of the New York City championship game against Rice High School in 1967. No, actually 1965. That was the first time I saw him in person. And every game after that, the guy, to me, he was the greatest. But, you know, Jokic is right there. The Michael Jordans, the LeBrons, all these guys, they're in such a special category. But if you misunderstood, I apologize. I didn't explain it very well.
Who is better, Michael Jordan or Josh Giddey? All right, we got to go, Coach. Yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
That's a close one, Hoch. You got me there. I'm not sure.
Do some research.
Hard-hitting journalism, Coach. See you, Coach. We love you.
All right, guys.
There you go, Coach Larinaga. I thought I was going to be able to set up a little watch party at the Canes Gators game. I didn't know it was up in Jacksonville.
What sense does that make? Having a game against the Canes Gators in Jacksonville, it's not halfway between the two. It's away from everybody.
Neutral site game, though.
Right. But at this early in the season, but I'm assuming it's an ESPN game or something, right? Because why would it start at 8:30 p.m.? Like it's a big it's got to be a big to-do.
The game is on ESPN.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, neutral site game, ESPN, defending champs in Florida playing UM.
And Jay Lucas, first
UM
first season.
Still a big brand, right?
All right, 4 o'clock hour is coming up. We've got Heat tickets to give away in the 4 o'clock hour. Well, maybe the 4 o'clock hour or the 5 o'clock hour. One of the two, we're going to give away Heat tickets. So don't go anywhere. Get you caught up on the headlines as well. 4 o'clock hour is next.
If you love delicious food, go to Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. They have been blessed in South Florida since 1951. And if you want to support local, they're it. They've been here in 1951 giving delicious food to South Florida. I've been going there for 20 years. Get to Delaware for all your lamb, beef, veal, pork, poultry, duck, turkey, lobster, shrimp, fish, alligator, venison, crabs, clams, oysters. The stone crabs are there. It's stone crab season. They have the best price, all the sizes, and the freshest stone crab with the mustard sauce. You can't beat it. Go to DelawareChicken.com. That's the website, DelawareChicken.com, to place order for your food. Don't feel like cooking? Sandwiches, burgers, fried chicken, roasted chicken. They have sides made in-house daily and fresh. Buffalo chicken dip is amazing, but that smoked fish dip, it is smoked tuna. My goodness, it's the best fish dip in the world. Go to DelawareChicken.com. Call them in advance, and your order will be packaged and ready when you get there. 983-6831. That's 954-983-6831. Place your order. They'll bring it out to the car because all they want to do is get delicious food back to your tailgates, watch parties, family dinners, romantic dinners, your weddings, yacht provisions now. If you're on a beautiful yacht, why not have the most fresh, delicious fish, delicious food that you can have? They have yacht provisions there. Go to Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. They are located on 441, 1 block south of Sterling Road. When y'all get down there, grab your Crowder powder now. All 3 blends are there, and tell them Crowder sent you.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I don't think you could offer me any money for my dog. I love my dog.
I got 100,000 cash.
Take them.
Oh, what do we got here? A little Coolio for the 4 o'clock hour?
Some Coolio.
Come on, y'all. Let's take a ride.
Let's get inside.
Yeah. Late, great Coolio. I don't know if you saw this, Crowder. And we do have heat tickets. We're going to give away heat tickets. Crowder, you just got to say a few words so that we
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
loud noise. You know what it is?
Huh.
So his microphone, when he's on remote, it doesn't know, because it's such a cheap microphone, whether it's supposed to pick up all the sound in the room or if someone's just talking to him. It doesn't know every time that it gets shut off for a little bit where the sound is supposed to come from. So the microphone says, let me open up as wide as I possibly can to try to get as much sound as I possibly can. And then after he starts talking, it focuses in. Oh, that's where the sound is coming from.
But maybe Hawk, maybe, but like Crowder's in. You're in Los Angeles. You're in the United States. He's in the United States in some sort of big city. I've sent him 30 links of different microphones over the past couple years he could buy. Yesterday, I sent him another link. Go to a Best Buy, bro. He could have had that Amazon Prime to whatever hotel you're at tonight.
He could have
I
it
don't
by the
understand.
5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour. They make these deliveries in an hour.
They sell these USB mics everywhere now. Everybody's a podcaster. Everybody's a content creator. Like, what do we?
But now
waiting
you're
on?
muted, Crowder. You know you're muted here before you start responding. Yeah,
Let me see, because they have some items.
Okay.
Echo cancellation, reduce mic background noises, stereo audio.
Just start here. If the price is less than $99, don't get it. All right? Just start there. All right,
Okay,
let's
so don't
do
click none of these.
I have a lot of stuff to get to, and I want to give away these. I just wanted you to say a few words so that I could get past the part of his microphone being like it picks up every inch of your room. It's searching. Where am I getting sound from? It doesn't know. And then when he starts talking, then it narrows in and it stops with that ambient noise where it's like, hey, where's the sound coming from? But yeah, no, I wasn't trying to get into a thing. It's so loud in our ears that I needed you to start talking a little bit. And then we'll do that the next segment.
I'll speak early in the segment.
Just speak off the air into the microphone before we start the segment. You know what else that might do? That might alert you if you have a ton of phlegm in your throat. And that way you don't find that out while you're on the air.
I phlegmed up in the QC Kinetics earlier.
You phlegmed up during Coach L, I think, too. All right, let's do headlines. I want to give away. I never got to the Dolphins midseason report card from Perk yesterday. I want to do that. Did you see this story, Crowder? I don't know if you saw this. Bleacher Report posted yesterday. Tom Brady has revealed that his current dog, Junie, is a clone of his late dog, Lua, who died in December of 2023. The dogs were cloned by Colossal Biosciences, a biotech company that Brady is an investor in, using blood collected prior to Lua's death. Now, I know you have a dog, Crowder.
Yeah.
You have a dog, Solana. Do you have a pet, Jimmy?
I do not.
And I've got a cat, Rocky. I mean, you'd have to pay me $100,000 to clone my cat. I don't know what he paid to clone his dog. I can't imagine it's cheap, right?
No.
Like this is one of those technologically advanced companies, but you can see where if you had a family pet, I know people who have dogs are so attached to their dogs, they're family members. And obviously this is the precursor to cloning humans. Yes. Later on in years, and I don't know how I'd feel about having a cloned mom and dad, knowing that they had passed away years ago, but now I'm having a conversation with them. But regardless, what do you think about Tom Brady having a cloned dog?
That's ridiculous. Get another dog if you want a dog. Why get the same dog again? And he's not going to be the
perfect dog.
It's Mickey 17. There's going to be flaws in the cloning system.
Degradation.
Yes. So now it's a biter. Oh, it looks like Luna. Yeah, it bites the hell out of you every day. Go get another dog. He probably has a purebred. They look the same. Get another dog. Get the same sex. Raise it like Luna. It's going to act like Luna. It's ridiculous what rich people do.
But if you clone your dog, is it truly like impossible to tell that you have a different dog? Like, is it, I mean, the exact same personality?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if the cloning process
like it
affects the brain.
It takes the DNA. I don't even understand how this works. So it's a live dog, but then what? You're inserting new DNA. How do you get rid of the current DNA?
It's petri dish stuff, isn't it? Like before
they grow a dog out of a dish.
I think so.
No,
isn't that how it's done?
I would think they have the DNA. They somehow put it in an egg, artificial insemination into a real dog.
A dog egg.
Let it raise up inside of the baby.
Platypus. It's a dog.
You know what? These are all legit questions that y'all are asking that they can't answer because it's not done as often, and it's going to be crazy. This dog's going to be a lunatic. Cujo. This dog is going to be Cujo here in about 3 months.
Somebody puts a good point on the chat. Let's clone the 72 Dolphins.
Oh, my God.
Trot them out there next season. Yeah, what happens? Jimmy, call the dog cloning company and see what happens. What is the process of cloning the dog? Because you really think that they create a dog out of nothing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no.
It's petri dish stuff, Hoch. I mean, they get the DNA, the blood from the current dog, which Tom Brady clearly, because he's a sicko, just had vials of it hanging around his entire house. And then they go and they fix up whatever DNA and whatever chromosomes and whatever they want to do for the next dog, and they can artificially scientifically, I don't know what word I'm using, create a new dog, and it's the same genetics as the previous dog.
Is what you're telling me?
No, then they insert that DNA into a sperm, which gets inserted into the egg, and then they create.
Oh, I see. Okay. So
like
it's
you've
like
you've never watched Jurassic Park?
No. It's like artificial. Well, but those have eggs. It's easier for me to understand.
Yeah, well, humans have eggs. That's why women have periods.
Right.
Dogs.
Right. But you don't hatch a baby. The egg process was way, you know what I mean? Like the egg process was way before the baby process.
The egress.
And I've always been concerned about the ingress when it comes to baby making.
What's weirder though, this or like Tom Cruise stuff?
Well, what's he doing?
The Scientology stuff and like eating the placenta and all that stuff.
Well, Scientology is a religion, so I don't know if they're equal.
And eating the placenta is actually science.
Well,
like it's vitamin rich. It's vitamin rich tissue. It's where they get stem cells. They get stem cells out of the placenta and the umbilical cord.
I mean, I'm very I believe conscious of accepting all forms of religion, but I feel like Scientology is a little more extreme. No, it's got some like cultish vibes to it.
Well, it's got cultish vibes to it, no question. But I don't know how it compares to cloning an animal. I don't like. I think you're in the. Way. I think because it's called Scientology, you think that they're inventing things. Like I think you're picturing like a big church where everyone has a computer terminal and. and they're teleporting. I'm not necessarily sure you know what Scientology is.
No, I think I do. What I'm trying to say is like this is what people in Hollywood do. They have a boatload of money and they have nothing to do with it. So they just start looking for things to do. Like this is how horror movie starts. Where Tom Brady's like, what should I do with this $1 billion I just got from Fox?
What this isn't the conversation. But this isn't the conversation. The conversation is, would you ever clone your dog? Whether cloning is a good idea or not is probably for a smarter show.
I think we should undertake that conversation. I really do.
I think it's not a good idea if you ask the question.
There. But that's not a clone. A clone is exact. You know what I mean? Like whatever faults one has, the clone is exact.
But then they're going to start altering the clones, and now
now we want to take out the little inaccuracies, or we want to take out the little faults that maybe the dog's bark was a little too high pitched. So we're gonna make and that's when you end up obviously with robots taking over the world.
Have you seen the Uglies?
What this thread? Like,
have you let's move the uglies, and
No.
there's a big island of partying and like great wealth. If you're pretty, you get to get on the island. If you're ugly, you have to live on the outskirts of an island. There's like bridges protecting it. So the uglies will get genetically altered to become a pretty so they can have a good life when the uglies stay on the outside of the island. This is crazy. It goes deep, man. I love these science fiction movies.
what channels do you get? Like, where on earth
I go deep. See, y'all go to Netflix top 10. I go deep on Netflix.
I see that.
I was hating on this, but honestly, if somebody told me you can have like my dog right now, I love my dog, my first dog ever. I could have him, even if it's not physically him, but
Well, it is
basically
physically him, yeah.
for the rest of
For
my
the
life.
rest of your life.
I'd say sign me up.
I mean,
right
that's
now.
why Tom Brady's an investor in this company, because I think there's more people who would say, yes, I want my dog cloned than no, if it were affordable. I would imagine it's not affordable yet.
Because you know what they offered me? And Crowder, you've had dogs before. So a lot of people, what they do is they save the sperm of their male dog. And then they still neuter the dog because it's healthier.
Oh.
So they save the sperm so that then you can go and inseminate another dog later and have its offspring, and you can continue the line of your dog. You know how much that crap is? I did inquire because I said it'd be cool to have a little litter of mini Faucis. Bro, that bleep is so expensive.
Your dog has like 0 positive traits. Your dog has like a heart ailment. It's loud. It breathes loud. It's dumb. Like, why on earth? Why would you want to clone that dumb dog?
Why are you hating on French bulldogs, man? People hate French bulldogs.
Well, I don't know French bulldogs. I don't know anything about dogs. I know yours is terribly annoying and terribly dumb.
And what about the Brady kids? Luna's sick. Luna's dead. Hey, kids, brand new Luna.
Get a new Luna. Yeah.
That's just good now. Now they can't accept death. Oh, grandma died. Bring her back like Luna. They're all confused.
Well,
They're
maybe
on
Tom
drugs
Brady
later
can.
on in their life. This is
I'm
ruining.
telling you, that's where it's headed, though. That's where it's headed. Cloning loved ones, cloning. If you come back as a clone, do you know that you're a clone? Do you have memories of your...
Mickey 17 didn't.
He didn't have memories of his previous life?
He started getting memories because the clone process is messed up, but their two Mickeys couldn't see each other, and that's what messed it up, was that Mickey 17 met Mickey 18 in the incinerator, and all hell broke loose.
Wow. Is it possible that we are all clones?
No, God only made one of me, guaranteed.
Same.
Well, Jimmy, don't get on this side.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. You too.
But you believe in like alternate universes, or what's it called?
Like the metaverse?
Yeah, like a different metaverse.
Joking about the metaverse. That's Facebook.
Oh.
You're talking about like Spider-Man?
Yeah, what's it called? Like different
Threads.
Multiverse.
The multiverse.
The
Yeah.
multiverse. You believe in any of that stuff?
No. What do you mean, do I believe in the multiverse?
Uh-huh.
Do I believe that there are 4 dopes having this radio show on some plane that, like, no. Do you?
I don't know.
You're telling me there's 4 idiots with a box of Good and Plenty on the console who are doing this exact same thing? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but instead of being human, they're just like octopus or something.
What? What are you talking
There's
about?
4 octopus right now on StreamYard somewhere.
I mean, what is happening? All right, do headlines real quick because I want to get to the Dolphins grades. Headlines brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVolkswagen.com.
You're gonna trust me with headlines after that performance? This
I'm not
this
even sure who you are.
All right. Kyler Murray has been placed on IR. Will miss the next 4 games. Heady play here by everybody involved.
What would happen, though? I'm not even joking. If cloning becomes commercially viable, you would just clone the best athletes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you'd have to have like parameters. You couldn't. It wouldn't be fair for the Bulls to put 5 Josh Giddeys on the court at once. They'd score 6,000 points.
But almost to Solana's point, but not about Fauci because he's an idiot little dog.
Terrible dog.
But why don't you get an egg from Asia Wilson and get an egg from KD and make this superhuman basketball person?
KD's got eggs.
You could do that right now. Get a sperm from KD. Did I say KD has eggs?
Yeah.
I think 2 eggs bumping together won't make much happen. What's up? What's up with you, man?
If you cloned Fauci, would you name him Fauci again?
You try walking around Kendall with a dog
Yeah,
named Fauci.
I
That's tough nowadays. Very tough.
They hate you before they hear the name, I bet.
That's true.
Oh, my poor cat, Mamdani. All right. Anything in the headlines? All right, come on, give us headlines. I want to get to the grades.
I tried. You went back to the
I'm
to
sorry,
the thing.
my bad,
Kyler
my bad,
Murray
my
placed on IR.
If he were a clone, no, I'm teasing. Go ahead.
He's going to miss the next
Make him
4
bigger.
games. So,
Well, then he's not a clone.
yeah, because if you're cloning something,
It
but
has
you're
to be
improving
exact.
all the traits that were shortcomings prior, then it's not a clone. It's
Correct. Then it's a blueprint.
As a clone, like a Xerox copy, though, a clone might just be
Idea
something else.
Exact. A clone, by definition,
exact.
is exact. I'm going to research Tom Brady's company here. Brady cloning company.
Yep, genetically identical.
Yeah.
So, if I had a brother, we would be genetically identical.
No, you would not.
Same mom, same dad?
No, that doesn't make you genetically identical. I'm almost at the price here for the dog he cloned.
Okay. Let us know.
I will. $50,000. It's not horrible.
That's it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. $50,000 if you want a dog or cat cloned. If you want a horse to be cloned, $85,000.
This does get a little awkward, though, because once this becomes readily available for humans, you got to start figuring out who you do want to clone, who you don't want to clone. How do I tell my dad, sorry, Pops, you're not worth $150K to clone you?
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I would clone. I would be doing this show with 3 other me's.
Somebody says it's illegal for humans. Why?
Oh, why? You can't figure out why it would be illegal to clone humans? Are you joking?
Yeah, and then people are still going to do the huckabuck. So now we're making humans and we're making humans.
There's going to be, and there's going to be these backroom cloning deals in Hialeah. Oh, you're going to Brazilian butt lift, and also we'll bring your sister back.
What if a clone?
This is ridiculous.
If a clone makes a baby, there's no family tree because they really didn't come from anything but a test tube.
How about I want to leave my spouse, but I'm going to clone myself for her? This ruins the whole construct of everything. Or I'm in love with this girl. She doesn't care for me. I'll make a clone of her. Because that's what'll happen. You'll have clone whores, essentially.
Right.
Oh, you want to clone me for your own personal use? Sure. $50,000. Because who are you going to clone? You're going to clone me? You're going to clone Jimmy? I'm going to get the big bucks. Jimmy, you're going to be on the Atlantic City street corner. You're going to be at
short circuiting.
You're going to be giving out like little $5 clonies in the back seat.
Clonies. There was a movie about this where a wife cloned her husband, but she got to pick out the traits that she didn't like. She picked out the traits she didn't like and didn't know, like, he has a short temper. So then he was always calm and monotone.
Well, what happened to the original husband?
They had to take out the emotion. He was dying of cancer, and so he had to go, and the clone had to watch him and learn his mannerisms, but they took out negative attributes, but you take out certain attributes, it affects other parts of your life. This gets too deep, man. I'm scared.
Yeah. This would ruin the entire construct.
The movie's called The Womb.
The Womb?
Yeah, Womb. WOMB.
Scary.
So arrest Tom Brady then, right?
It seems like he should be a wanted man.
Let's get out ahead of this, man. Just put Brady behind bars. All this so he could just clone Giselle. Crazy.
Want to bring that back? Seems like it was not a good time in life.
The Rams are signing the thicker kicker,
Who's that?
Harrison Mervis. Have you seen this guy? He kicked
Mervis?
No. Harrison Mevis.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Wow, I got excited for a second.
Harrison Mevis.
Thought we had cloned Matt Mervis into a kicker.
He kicked for the Birmingham Stallions in the UFL. Everybody look him up. The thicker kicker. His name is Harrison Mevis. This dude is 6 foot, 242 pounds. It's Zion Williamson kicking field goals for the Rams.
All right.
Finally, this is interesting.
Finally. Those were our stories were clones and a kicker.
A thicker kicker. McDonald's launched fish McNuggets. They're shaped like fish, but it's in Singapore.
Right.
So it's not in the U.S. Why isn't that a thing in the U.S.? It seems like a no-brainer. People love the fish fillet or whatever, fillet of fish.
Yeah, but these are chicken. They're chicken shaped like fish.
No, I think it's fish McNuggets. They're nuggets, but they're
You sure
filled
they're not
with fish.
chicken McNuggets?
No, because then it would just be McNuggets shaped like fish. These are fish McNuggets.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure.
I'm not so certain.
Okay. I'm just wondering why this hasn't been a thing in the United States. People love the fillet of fish McNuggets, but they're fish flavored.
Right. But a fillet of fish is a sandwich.
No, I got you. But you can do a fried chicken sandwich. You can also do chicken nuggets.
But it's not. I don't know. You just don't see fish bites in many places.
Did you say
in England or in Great Britain, fish and chips is wildly popular? Is it
but
not?
that's not like chicken McNuggets.
I realize, but it's still like fried chicken strip or fish strips. Is it not?
But it's a big long plank.
Is it fish flavored or is it actual fish?
Fish.
I'm not certain.
Okay.
You just said fish flavored, like they made something taste like a fish. I want fish.
Okay. Those are your headlines.
Ow.
The Heat play tonight. They play the Nuggets. That's at 9 p.m. Panthers did lose yesterday. They gave up 7 goals to Anaheim. Your weather, it's sponsored by...
It says, this conversation sounds like a Mike McDaniel press conference.
Mike might be a clone.
Yeah, well, can you imagine having a few of him running around?
Clone me.
Sponsored by Chill Zone AC. Your weather is featuring reliable root AC systems. Is that how you thought the clone conversation was going to go?
Chris Greer would clone all the wrong people.
Give me another Deion Jordan.
I swear I could make this one what it was in college.
Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. Cloudy. It looks like it might rain in South Florida. Tonight, the lows will drop into the low 70s. That is your weather.
All right. We are all dumber now. Let's give away these Heat tickets. Heat and Cavs, Kaseya Center next Monday. We'll have another pair tomorrow, another pair on Friday. What caller number do you want to take for these Heat tickets, Crowder?
16.
Caller 16, 305-567-0560, 305-567-0560. Caller 16 gets a pair of Heat tickets. It's that time of year. Opening day at Championship Meet at Gulfstream Park is just around the corner. Champions return to Gulfstream Park Thursday, November 27th for opening day of Championship Meet, where the world's greatest jockeys, trainers, and thoroughbreds compete for glory every Thursday through Sunday. Whether you're enjoying premium trackside dining at 10 Palms Restaurant, catching every race in Silk Simulcast Room, or standing front row on the apron, you'll feel the power, passion, and excitement of Championship Meet. If you live in South Florida, you got to make it to Gulfstream Park for some horse racing, fine dining, or casino gambling. Gulfstream Park offers the hottest slots and electronic table games and combines the excitement of casino gaming with the thrill of thoroughbred racing in one electrifying destination. And this month, November, it's loaded at Gulfstream. Taste at the Track is Sunday, November 16th. That's martinis, panini, and linguine. You can get tickets now online at gulfstreampark.com. And again, you got to mark this down. Opening day of Championship Meet is Thanksgiving Day, Thursday the 27th. Elevate your Thanksgiving Day with a unique and thrilling experience in 10 Palms at Gulfstream Park. Gather your family and friends for an incredible spread while you watch an incredible afternoon of live racing. A perfect location for families and friends and racing enthusiasts to celebrate Thanksgiving in style. You can get all the details on their website. It's gulfstreampark.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I'm going to flip your chair over if I wasn't in this wheelchair.
That is excellent producing, Jimmy. This is Atomic Dog. Great job.
Good song.
Excellent song. Legendary song. All right, let me give you the letter grades. Mid-season report card from Chris Perkins in the Sun Sentinel for the Dolphins. Would you like to guess the letter grade at mid-season for the quarterbacks, Crowder? And I shouldn't say there's only been one because we had a little bit of Quinn Ewers, didn't we? Yeah.
Yes. And the end of the butt whooping.
What would you think the letter grade for quarterbacks?
C.
And Solana?
D.
All right. Perkins gives them an F. Tua, 15 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 87.6 passer rating, who threw crucial late-game interceptions in losses against New England and Buffalo, is having perhaps his worst season in the NFL. Through 9 games, he's 3 interceptions from his career worst of 14 when he played all 17 games. Tua ranked 23rd in the NFL in passer rating when play began Sunday. He's also nearing his career worst passer rating of 87.1, established his rookie season. Not having Hill is crushing. Not having tight end Darren Waller is also big.
Agree.
Running back. Letter grade for the running backs.
Oh, that could be a C because nobody's doing nothing other than Devon.
Solana?
B minus.
B minus is what Perk gives them. Devon Achane, 106 carries, 606 yards, has been money. He's basically carrying the offense, and the third-year player will want to talk contract extension after the season. Ollie Gordon, 40 carries, 122 yards, 1 touchdown, has been limited by his early season inability to do his job without the ball. Wide receiver Malik Washington, 12 carries, 74 yards, is third in rushing. That's an issue. Jalen Wright, 9 carries, 28 yards, who the Dolphins traded up to acquire in 2024, has hardly played. That's also an issue.
Yes.
Wide receiver. Letter grade for wide receiver.
Oh, D.
Solana?
D.
D minus is what he gives them. Jalen Waddle has been good, not great. Not having Hill is the story here. Malik Washington has been fairly productive relative to expectations, but among Nick Westbrook-Akine, D. Eskridge, and others, it's a sad crew. Yeah. Achane is the second leading receiver. Waller and fellow tight ends Tanner Connor and Julian Hill have all fared better than wide receivers, also aside from Waddle and Tyreek Hill, which brings me to the tight ends grade. Letter grade from Chris Perkins in the Sun Sentinel for the tight ends.
F.
Solana.
No, he's going to bump up their grade because Darren Waller gave you like 1 or 2 good games. So I'm going to say
played 8 games. He had 2 games.
Watch. I speak Perk. D plus.
F. Crowder was right. Waller has only played 4 games, and he's been shut down for extended stretches in games. Julian Hill, Connor, Greg Dulcich, they've been decent relative to expectations, but Waller's injury has been a major setback. This position has been so bad that guard Daniel Brunskill has been a better tight end than a lot of the actual tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy they keep making
the 6 offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Offensive
line, letter grade offensive line.
Super F.
No, I'm gonna say D plus. D plus or C minus. I'm telling you, I speak Perk here. You got Patrick Paul, who's been a constant on the left tackle, and then you found the ability to find that 6 offensive linemen and move the football. I'm gonna say plus your center's been consistent.
So I'm going to look if he's looking at Perk's article.
It's a plus if you have to move a lineman to tight end.
I haven't moved my hands. Have I? You don't see any Sun Sentinel.
He read this earlier. When did it come out? When was it released?
I speak Perk, man. I'm telling you. I talk to Perk 3 times a week. I speak Perk.
I see you've got your open enrollment open.
Just doing a little research during the break.
Yeah. D minus is what Perk gives the O-line. He says poor performance by rookie left guard Jonas Avainaya and the second-round pick rated as one of the league's worst guards by Pro Football Focus is only the start of the problems. You're saying what? Like it was a good grade. It's a D minus. It's like
we get the D.
It's a D minus. Injuries to right guard James Daniels and Austin Jackson expose the lack of depth. Left tackle Patrick Paul has been really good in pass protection, and center Aaron Brewer has been a grown man as expected. Pass protection has allowed 20 sacks, tied for 10th most, which isn't terrible, but it's not good. Defensive line.
Oh, F. They can't stop the run. They getting rooted out of there.
Solana?
Yeah, I would love to disagree, but it's going to be an F here. It's the most disappointing part of the team other than Tua.
It is indeed an F.
Yeah.
They've been a major disappointment. Defensive tackle Zach Sealer leads the way. Of course, fellow defensive tackle Kenneth Grant, the rookie first-round pick, is on the same level of disappointment. Guys such as Benito Jones, Jordan Phillips, Matthew Butler have been okay, considering they're all role players. But the defensive line leads the way in run stopping, and the Dolphins have been the worst run defense in the league for most of the season.
Mm-hmm. Sad.
Linebacker?
If don't put an S on it, Jordan Brooks can play ball. No one else makes any plays. So maybe a C. Maybe Jordan will pull him up to a C.
But I don't know. Are they including edge rushers in this conversation? Because those guys are technically outside linebackers. Right, Crowder?
Yeah. But hell, Jalen Phillips is missing sacks for game-winning touchdowns, and Bradley Chubb has 1 sack on a little bitty boy from Carolina.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you think of linebackers, you think middle linebacker.
No, they're including edge rushers.
They are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's an F. It's not fair because Jordan Brooks has been
balling,
arguably the best player on the Dolphins this season, but everybody else has sucked.
D minus. D minus. He says we're including the outside on-ball linebackers crew: Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Chop Robinson, Matthew Judon. They've been a huge disappointment against the pass and the run. The inside off-ball linebackers crew led by Jordan Brooks and Terrell Dodson, including KJ Britt, Willie Gay Jr., have shown well thanks to Brooks. Again, the run defense has been terrible, and the linebackers must share the blame.
Agree.
Cornerback?
F. Super F.
Oh, not listed.
D.
What?
He gives the cornerbacks a D. Penalties and busted coverages. I love that we're surprised by the great grade of a D. At the mid. But what? He's insane. A D.
Come on, man.
Let's see. Injuries to Kader Kohu and Storm Duck have been a big part of the story, too. Rasul Douglas and Jack Jones have struggled at times, but have been okay relative to expectations. These guys haven't been terrible, despite having no interceptions.
Listen, when you evaluate a group, you can't say, oh, well, he's injured, he's injured. No, it's the group. It's the group you put together knowing injuries happen. Yes, guys went down and got injured, but have some damn guys that can play too. That's why we're mad about these D's.
How about safety?
F.
F.
D.
Oh, goodness.
Hasn't made many impact plays, and fellow starters Ashton Davis and Ife Melifonwu have battled injuries and inconsistency. There's nothing much to see here, says Burke. Special teams. This is your guy, Riley Patterson.
Baby.
Special teams.
Let's go.
Oh, they gave up what, a punt return? B minus.
Well, they gave up a punt return, but had a punt return or kick return right before, to be fair.
They
gave up a
C
kick
minus.
return. They had the punt return, but there's been the critical
lack of long field goals.
No, there's been the critical running into the kicker penalties, which will probably knock this down, but that's more on Mike McDaniel than personnel. I'm going to say A+.
That has nothing to do with Riley Patterson.
That has all to do with Riley Patterson. A+.
D.
What?
They've allowed a 90-yard game-winning touchdown return, missed a 35-yard field goal attempt, have made 2 crucial penalties, running into the punter, roughing the punter, losing Jason Sanders hurt, but these guys have struggled overall.
Yeah.
Coaching.
F.
D.
F. Emphatic. McDaniel has done his worst job since taking over in 2022. Penalties, mental errors, blown coverages, operational issues, getting plays to huddle on time, getting players in the huddle on time, delay of game. They've haunted the Dolphins once again. Players haven't quit, but you can question whether they're still listening to McDaniel. Defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver hasn't been any good. Offensive coordinator Frank Smith hasn't been good. And special teams coordinator Craig Aukerman hasn't been good. Overall, letter grade for the Miami Dolphins at the midway point of the season.
F.
Solana?
F.
Jimmy?
A+.
It is indeed an F. This team is a disaster. This season is a disaster. The rebuild that started in 2019 has failed. The win now mentality that took over in 2022 has failed. And the win with youth and draftees movement that started this season is failing. A much needed rebuild is coming in 2026.
The first sentence of the coaching breakdown says it all. We don't know our plays. We don't know our calls. We don't know what to do. We don't know who's in the game. We don't know what we're supposed to do when we're in the game. Come on, man. That is embarrassing.
So the only position group to not get a D or an F at the midseason report card is the running backs.
No, it's Devon Achane.
Right.
Coincidentally, he's a running back.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, there you go. That is your midseason report card. 5 o'clock, Funky Buddha Happy Hour is coming up in the next segment. You know I talk about Atlantic Men's Clinic on this show. F! No, A+. You know I talk about Atlantic Men's Clinic on this show. I've mentioned again and again. They looked at my testosterone. They went, F! Get them on the testosterone. Anyway, maybe you're noticing your energy is lower and your workouts aren't as productive. You're not sleeping as well. You feel brain fog. Your sex drive is off. If you're experiencing all of those symptoms even, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. Call Atlantic Men's Clinic today. Get treated for your low T. Living with low testosterone is no way to live. I'm speaking from experience. I can attest to the difference. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they're the experts in treating low T and other men's sexual health conditions. If you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you'll feel your energy return, the brain fog go away, your sleep improve, your workouts improve, your sex drive becomes significantly enhanced. So go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Make a consult. You go there. They do your lab work. They have your results within 30 minutes. A Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options. Atlantic Men's Clinic. Most men wait a year longer. You don't have to wait. There's no need to wait. There's 7 locations now in South Florida, including their new office in Hollywood. So call them 877-455-7300 or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I'm just saying that I'm Hoch. We talk Tua. Hoch Tua.
Hello, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes.
Five o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour, and it's brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery. Good vibes on tap. So, what's going on at Funky Buddha, you may ask? Well, November 7th is Friday, correct? On Friday, it's Funky Buddha's next beer pairing dinner, and you know how Chef Jeff takes these beer pairing dinners very seriously, and his food choices and the pairings are phenomenal. Part of it, roasted butternut squash soup, grilled hanger steak with horseradish potato croquettes, house-made smoked duck pastrami. I mean, it's going to be a 5-course beer pairing menu hosted by executive chef Jeff Vincent, and it's at Funky Buddha this Friday, and you can get tickets right now at funkybuddha.com. Now, in addition to that, what else is going on at Funky Buddha? Well, you know, they invite everyone to watch the games there, and Saturdays, college football, Sundays, pro football. You've got Miami and Buffalo on Sunday. Chef Jeff does Eat the Enemy. He creates a dish based around the opponent's city. And, of course, they're playing Buffalo. Miami's playing Buffalo on Sunday. They've played Buffalo once before, and they did buffalo wings.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit different this Sunday.
This is good.
This is really good. They are doing buffalo balls, bison meatballs, tossed in buffalo sauce and topped with melted blue cheese.
Oh, goodness.
That's so legit sounding to me. That
I
sounds
get hungry.
Yeah.
Every time I hear it, I get hungry.
Yeah, that sounds really good to me. What's going on at Funky Buddha tonight? Do we know? I got to look at their
Wednesday.
Instagram. They're having Wednesday tonight?
Yeah, it's Wednesday tonight.
Let's see what's going on.
It's some poker or some...
Poker was yesterday. Oh, get a burger, get a free beer every Wednesday.
That's right.
Oh,
you go there, you get one of their burgers, you get a free beer. Oh, who doesn't want a free beer?
Nobody could say no to
Nobody. I mean, who doesn't want a free beer?
Nah.
That's crazy talk. Happy birthday, Jerry Stackhouse.
Stack.
Yes, Stack. So I said at the beginning of the show, and our listeners have done phenomenally well on this. I've had a long partnership with Tucker Duke's Lunchbox in Deerfield Beach. They make great food. They had the Hochman Burger in September. They're just very good partners there. Also very good community stewards. We raised a lot of money for Twan Russell's Russell Education Foundation with the Hochman Burger. But one of the ladies who works at Tucker Duke's, who took great care of us, Crystal, she's super nice. She's been there a long time. Crystal is from Jamaica. Her family is in Jamaica. And her dad, she hadn't heard from him since Hurricane Melissa struck the island. And she finally heard from him yesterday. And she put up a GoFundMe because obviously everything was kind of ruined. And part of the GoFundMe says, I'm reaching out during a challenging time for my father, who resides in Castle Mountain, Westmoreland, Jamaica. Recently, Hurricane Melissa devastated the area, leaving my father and many others without homes, belongings, or a sense of security. And she goes on to write about her father on the GoFundMe. But she had texted me before we went on the air today. She said, do you think you guys could help at all for this fundraiser? Because she's going to go to Jamaica and she wants to bring some money and some goods and see if she can help her father and his community out as they try to rebuild from the hurricane. So I did put up on my Twitter account a link to Crystal's GoFundMe, and it is now at $750, which was her original goal. And I said to her, raise the goal. Let's try to get more, because I think everyone, wants to help. And so she's raised it to 1.1, so $1,100. And I'm hoping by the time the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour is over, we can hit that goal of 1.1. It's 5:06 right now. So go to my Twitter or Solana's Twitter, or you can text us 305-567-0560, and I'll send you a link to the GoFundMe. But Crystal, Tucker Dukes are great partners with us, and they listen to the station all the time. I love John, who owns Tucker Dukes, but Crystal's been there a long time, and she's a super nice woman. And obviously her family needs some help. And I thought hopefully the Hochman, Crowder, and Solana listeners could get together and help her. And we've done so. And let's help even more this final hour of the program. So my Twitter account, at Mark Hochman on Twitter, is where you can see the link to the GoFundMe.
You're a good dude, Hawk.
Well, we try to do good with this show occasionally. We probably should do more than we do, but every now and then we try to do some good. It'll be December before you know it. We're going to be at the Boys and Girls Club in Broward County before you. I mean, it's literally going to be Christmas time before you know it. So
that's crazy that it's November.
It is crazy. All right, let's do headlines here for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour. Then we'll talk a little football with Zach Gelb. Headlines are brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVolkswagen.com.
You brought up Twan Russell as well, and I would like to remind everybody that November 15th, 10 days from today, is Twan Russell's pickleball tournament.
Oh, are you in?
This is a direct challenge to you, Hawk, to you, Crowder, who's always talking smack.
Oh.
You guys going to sign up or what?
No, I'm out.
You're going to sign up? Crowder, you're talking smack all the time. I could beat you in anything. I'm more athletic than you. All right. November 15th, where you at? Where you at?
I'm a grown man with bills and challenges.
Okay.
What is November 15th? I feel like
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. November 15th is a Saturday.
There's a Canes game.
Right.
Yeah.
This is at 8 in the morning. The Canes
then I won't be able to stay up for the game.
Hawk needs to sleep.
I need my sleep, man.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Those games take a lot out of me.
all you dweebs out there hating on pickleball. Where you at?
Remind me, let's have Twan on in the next couple of days and we can talk a little pickleball.
Okay.
I'm off tomorrow, but Arande's on tomorrow with you guys. He loves pickleball.
He does.
Yeah, so get on him a little bit.
I don't know where he was last year either.
No, get him on. Get on him a little bit. Let's go.
I will.
You bringing your partner tomorrow? You bringing a partner, Solana?
Yeah, I got my guy that I play with.
Was he got a handicap tag?
They get a head start in the score. You sneaky devil.
Does he play with his walker, or he puts that to the side when the game's going on?
That oxygen machine gets in the way every time, I heard. Serve.
The Miami Heat, they play basketball tonight. 9 p.m. in Denver. This is a big game.
This will be the difference between ending the road trip 1-3 and 500. Mm-hmm. That happens to be a big deal, I think.
Even if they end it 1-3, really. They lose tonight. They lose to let's just say they compete, but they end up losing.
Mm-hmm.
I would still say successful road trip. I'm not even kidding. I'm not giving
what in the world.
A 1-3 finish to the road trip would be a successful road trip.
You first 6 of 8 on the road. You played the first 2 on this road trip without Norman Powell, and you almost won both.
What are you doing?
Come on.
What?
So what almost won both?
What would have been an unsuccessful road trip? 0-4?
0-4.
Anything better than 0-4 successful road trip?
Or having Norman Powell for all 3 of the first 3 games and losing all 3 of the first 3 games, and they didn't.
Jokic tonight, over-under is 24.5. Jamal Murray, 21.5. Norman Powell, 19.5. Bam, 19.5. Andrew Wiggins, 16.5. Triple J, 11.5. Oh, they've got Tim Hardaway Jr.?
They do.
They're loaded.
I'm going over 8.5.
Hey, can the fast pace, can they run Jokic and tire him out? Just with the
No.
fast pace, or it don't mean nothing.
They run circles around him and get him confused,
It
like
literally
dizzy, like a cartoon. It looked like birdies are flying over his head.
It doesn't matter what you do. The lumbering bear is just going to make you do whatever he
How
wants
about
you
this?
to do.
I didn't bet Josh Giddey double yesterday because I felt priced out at minus 175, even though not only did he have a double, which, I mean, early in the third quarter, he had a triple-double. I felt minus 175 was too much. Do you know what Nikola Jokic double is?
Minus, it has to be more because you bring it up. Minus 290, minus 190.
Minus 1,000.
Minus 1,000.
Yeah.
Minus
1,000?
1,000. If you think Nikola Jokic is going to have a double tonight, you'd have to bet $1,000 to win $100.
Just let him score. Guard everybody else.
Nuts. That is nuts.
He's averaging a triple-double.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that is nuts.
Get him, Bam.
Bam's got him tonight. That's right.
Get him, Bam.
KJ Kasparis Yakuchonis is questionable, so maybe he makes his debut
All right.
tonight. I'm looking forward to that, and we'll see if Khalil Word's back in the starting lineup. Your Heat updates.
You don't think so?
No. They bench him all the time. They start him to bench him just that. Well, you know what? Spo might do it just to hurt his feelings. Start him and pull him after a minute and a half or something.
Hey, you're starting. You're up against it. Guard Jokic.
After tip off, timeout, terrible job. Come sit down.
That guy is a double. What are you doing out there?
Panthers did lose yesterday, unfortunately. They gave up 7 goals, but they'll try to have a successful road trip as well. They play the Kings tomorrow.
Our barometer for a successful road trip is very low. So whatever you do out there, we're good.
Just steal a game somewhere and you had a hell of a trip.
Hey, Hardee's. Did you see this, Hoch? What Hardee's announced today?
I just got an Instagram DM from my son.
About
Hardee's? I sent it to you.
Send it to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see
the
that.
Rizzler?
Yeah, the Rizzler.
Yeah.
Hardee's revealed the Rizwich meal.
Yeah, Rizzler burger. I got to go get the Rizzler burger.
Rizwich meal, Crowder, which has, quote, extra Riz. Hardee's and the Rizzler's signature blend of flavor and swagger.
I love the Rizzler, and I can't imagine he would make a bad fast food burger.
Does it have a diabetes patch you can put on the back of your forearm?
Listen, hate all you want, man. Sign me up for the Rizzler burger.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he's eating a lot of these, I know, young kid, but also definitely well-nourished.
Nourished.
100% Angus beef patty, melty American and Swiss cheeses, crispy cherrywood smoked bacon, sandwich between buttery toasted sourdough.
I love buttery toasted sourdough.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
throw some oil on the bread.
Paired with golden fries and a hand-scooped ice cream shake of your choice.
God bless the Rizzler.
And a cup of A1C.
God bless the Rizzler. Thank you to all the people, by the way, who are texting in for the link to the GoFundMe. I appreciate that. And I remind you, if you get a couple of minutes and you can donate something to our friend Crystal's GoFundMe fundraiser for her family in Jamaica, we would appreciate that.
The Rizzler also has a collab with Arizona Iced Tea.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Making money.
Sweet. I know it's sweet tea.
It's Arizlerona iced tea.
Sweet tea with honey, sugar, syrup.
Strike while the iron is hot, man. That Rizzler, the goofy stuff, the this.
Yeah.
I got to play at 23. Like, cash it in, Riz. Cash it in.
Hey, so our guys, the Costco guys, they kind of fell off, didn't they, Hoch?
I don't know. I don't see them appear very much in my timeline anymore.
And they're I checked them out the other day. Their last couple videos, tough to see them go out this way.
Really?
Truthfully, tough.
That's it? And the Rizzler's kind of going off doing his own thing?
I think the Rizzler has realized that, the the Costco guys are just weighing him down. A lot of extra baggage.
Interesting.
He could just take off on his own.
All right.
Told y'all. I warned y'all about that Costco guy. I warned y'all about the Cavalier twins, whatever their names are. I
Well, there's
warned
no
y'all about all of
warning.
them.
I don't think anyone thinks that they're going to last forever. That's why I say strike while the iron's hot. That's why I say NIL is so important to a collegiate athlete who may not go further. You're like, make your money now. That ain't going to last. It just doesn't last. Hey, the Island Boys. Have you heard from the Island Boys lately?
I'm just trying to make it.
The Island Boys. Did you send me that Halloween costume?
Yeah.
Did I send that to you?
I sent that to you. A couple people dressed up as the Island Boys. Pretty good. The problem is the Island Boys went out really bad. Those two are brothers, and they were kissing each other on camera.
Listen, when the money dries up, you got to push the limits. You ever see the movie Less Than Zero? Listen, go see the movie Less Than Zero. Robert Downey Jr. is doing things to fund his coke habit that he did not imagine he would be doing at the beginning of the movie.
Your weather. Sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again.
Just trying to make it.
I think DBJ did that.
He did do it. But they told you, hey, we're just trying to make it. All right, well, make out with each other. Okay, we're trying to make it. I mean, what are you doing?
Whatever it takes.
Either you're trying to make it or you're not, Island Boys.
Well, we all trying to make it.
Well,
Kissing
they're
in the
really
mouth.
trying to make it. Yeah.
Kissing in the mouth. I don't know about that.
Creepy.
Your weather is sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
Another guy just trying to make it, Zach Gelb. Just trying to make it. He's a talk show host. He's just trying to make it. Could there be a resurgence? An Island Boys resurgence? It's an earworm. We haven't said it. Now we're saying it, and kind of like, I want to see what's going on with these guys.
You want the new mixtape?
I want to see what they're doing.
I think they get locked up. I heard one of them got locked up.
Yeah, one of them's been locked up. Yeah, one of them's got a baby.
Yeah, check them out on OnlyFans, Hawk Island Boys.
All right. Hey, what's that OnlyFans sign in, Jimmy? All right. Zach Gelb, just trying to make it in the next segment. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk some Dolphins with him.
If y'all want to have a good time, you're just not trying to make it. Boy, I always make it over to Tootsie's. Tootsie's Cabaret is the largest strip club in the world. They're open from noon to 6 a.m. every single day. You got 18 hours of great entertainment, amazing food now. It's not no bar food. They have a full kitchen, and they have food specials, $100 bottles, half-price drinks every single day. Tootsie's Cabaret, they have 2 levels of entertainment. I've been going there since 2005. I go upstairs by the wall. I have my little section. I'm always in. Large sports bar, full liquor bars. Y'all head to Tootsie's. And on game day, Dolphins or Fins, you bring your ticket and you get in for free that entire day. Everybody on game days is in for free until 6 p.m. You got to go to Tootsie's Cabaret. And on Sundays from noon to 5, a $10 tailgate takeover. $10 meals in 2025. You never see that other than at Tootsie's. Chicken wings, smash burger with fries, fried sugar fries, cheese pizza, and chicken nachos, all $10 from noon to 5 p.m. Watch that 1 o'clock slate. You got a great food. You got great entertainment on stage during the commercials. You can't beat Tootsie's Cabaret. I'm telling y'all, get down to Tootsie's Cabaret. The club offers luxury transportation to and from Hard Rock Stadium with a reservation and purchase of VIP tickets. You got to go to Tootsie's. I'm talking about for games, basketball, hockey, soccer, football, baseball, fights, MMAs, UFC, boxing, whatever you're watching. Go to Tootsie's. I promise you will have a good time. Go to tootsiescabaret.com for more information.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
You know who never just kind of mails it in?
Who?
The Costco guys.
Coming